There, it says we're live now. Welcome to Fun in the Kuntry Basement. I'm Walter, Kuntry 3D, and with me is Glenn and Xander from Fun King 3D, Sean from IC 3D, and I believe that Mr. James from Print and Play is going to be joining us shortly. So, welcome everybody. Brian Vines trolling for dollars. Thomas Imra, Shane from Prusa Research. Shut up, I'm not late.
We're fashionably early for the next time.
So, what's that?
We're fashionably early for next time.
That's right. That's right. All right. App people, what's up? 3DP Iceland, Martin's here. All right. James from Print and Play just joined us. And I have to say this before we go any further. Go Gators. All right, Glenn, it's on you, buddy.
All right, everybody. I'm Glenn.
And I'm Xander.
And together we are Fun King 3D. And we are, Glenn is hidden behind the FK1. Yes, I don't really have much of a choice. And I'll explain that just in a second. But we're a father and son team who likes to do 3D printing and electronic projects. And, of course, the big deal right now is this bad boy right here, which we're super excited about. And Xander decided he wanted to build a Lego kit today. And I asked him where he was going to build it. And he actually said he would work inside the frame of the printer. And I said, well, that's not going to work. So I actually have half of the printer hanging off on a chair right now, which is really scary. But yeah, so I will be technically hiding behind this thing all day long. So,
all right, ready, Sean? IC3D, do it, buddy.
Hey guys, I am Sean. Can you see me?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see me. I'm Sean from IC3D. I also have my own YouTube channel and stuffs. So I don't know. Today I'm going to be working on trying to figure out new ways to cover layer lines and all that stuff. So I have some stuff to experiment with.
The question for you, though, Sean, is today, are you Sean from IC3D or are you Shenanigans?
I'm whoever
Sean?
You want me to be, Glenn.
Well, like I don't like to work on the weekends, so
No, I'm just me. But if you have questions, let me know.
There you go.
I'll be sure to answer them on behalf of IC3D.
Just all the answers would be wrong because it's the weekend.
Say what?
No, I'll be wrong answers because it's the weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll all be lies. Is James in with us? I see him.
I'm here.
This is
on
part
you,
of
James.
your introduction.
Oh, it's on me. Okay. I'm James from Print and Play. I don't have anything specific I'm going to be working on tonight. I've been printing some parts for the new arcade design that you guys may or may not have seen on Twitter. So I'll show off what I've got printed so far. And another project I'm working on, thanks to some stuff from, where did that come from? This is terrible. I got sponsored for something. I don't remember what it was. I think it was Gearbest. So that's what I'm doing today.
Sweet. I'm going to be working on the interview too. And all I have, first thing I got to do is print one of these because I broke one. I must say that I broke it because I was angry at the time with the third roller not feeding. So it was broken anger. Sorry about that, but that's the way it happened.
I'm proud to say after like a year and a half of doing this, I haven't broken anything in anger yet.
Well, I was angry and snatched it off of the thing. So, yeah, it broke during that. I mean, I didn't like take it and go, okay, I'm hulking this thing and breaking it.
Yeah, no, normally I break stuff, like I get angry after I break stuff, but I've never broken anything. I mean, in life I have, but not 3D printing related yet.
Glenn got mad at me once, yelled at me and broke my heart. So he has broken things in anger.
I'm trying to find the printable versions of this. Does anybody know where you can get those?
What is it?
It's the little loop back thing that goes on the filament feeder. It's the actual body of it, not the two little pieces, but the actual body of the piece itself.
I think Shane from Prusa is in the chat.
I think he is, but he's on vacation, so I don't want him to work on anything at all.
I got for the MMU2.
What? Yeah, it's the MMU2.
It should be on their website.
Yeah, I'm out here on the website, and I see the MMU2 section, but I don't see any printed parts that you go to on here.
You have to go to the STL page, and it lists all the upgrades and all that in all STL files.
He said it's in the MMU2 files. I don't know where the hell it is. Hold on. All right, so I have to go to the parts bundle. Hold on. So if I download the firmware or the software, it has all of that in it?
No, there should be a certain section that just has STL files. It's like a
What's up, Paul Cumber? All right. Lucky I like Walter. Don't do stuff on vacation, god dang it.
No, be well rested, Shane, so that you can come and be at Orlando Maker Faire. Because Prussia needs to be at Orlando Maker Faire.
Shane's getting a link for me. Because I'm kind of dumb. Oh, we'll tell you that the 2 weeks off has been fantastic. I'm going to open up this box from Prussia while I'm waiting on. Oh, there it is. Hold on, I can go get it. I just need to slice it and print it on my Hypercube. I've got the extra PETG that Prussia sent me for my Mark 2.5 upgrade. Okay.
Yeah, I considered that PET to be extra too because I printed all my stuff in IC3D black. Oh, that's where some of my black went to too. Just seems like I went through a lot of black and, you know, like 2 rolls of black, but only like 1.5 rolls of Fun King 3D yellow.
All right, I'm pulling it. That will be cool, Brian Vines. I wish you better luck. That's all I can say right now. Somebody told me today that 3D Maker Noob actually had to get new bearings for his because they were out of round or weren't the right size or something.
Oh, Martin, you make me sad, brother. I'm really sorry about your cat. You know, those cats have become a staple in the community. I mean, it is the only reason we watch your videos.
That's not the one.
Penny.
All right, now what the hell is it called? Frame holder? No.
So I've produced I don't know how many parts for this thing, and for whatever reason I didn't get the holes the right size on this particular piece.
There it is. All right, so we need to go to temperatures. 235.
What are you working on today, James? Where did James go again? And back to his avatar.
Yeah, it's back to his avatar. I don't know.
I may have to remodel this piece.
All right, what are my settings on the addition? Layers is good. Infill. That's good.
Oh, Chris Riley is in the house on his way to the airport. I'm repping Chris Riley today. I don't know if anybody noticed that.
No, is he in there?
All my Fun King shirts were dirty, and I said, "Well, I'll just be Chris Riley today."
Yeah, I don't know if you saw or not. I got on to Shane, man. He's over in Ireland, like wearing Chris Riley attire.
Yeah. I seen that because I had told him that I would bring him to one when he came to Orlando Maker Faire. Hint, hint.
Right.
I thought I was gonna have all these cool peeps surrounding me, and then I find out one of them's ditching me. Actually, no, maybe 2 of them ditching me.
Yeah, you know, maybe not. It really depends on the feel that I get from my wife, whether or not she's, you know, telling me the truth when she says it's okay if I go.
That's most likely a trap.
Do you know that feeling?
Oh, I know it.
What's the name of this thing? What did I save this as?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to reprint this part. This is not right.
What's up, Patrick Nijenhoff? And I have to say to all my LSU fans out there, sorry guys, just sorry. Nope, I'm not sorry at all. Not at all. That was fantastic.
Robot Hut is in the house.
All right, so that's not the right one. This one's the right one.
Paul Cumber's here. I'm sorry, Paul. I missed you. I didn't see you were in here.
I did not open the package yet, Paul Cumber. No, I did not, sir. I do have it. It is in there on my counter as we speak.
How long have you had it? I love opening Paul's stuff right away. He sends cool stuff.
I know, but you know what, John Hammonds? I don't think mine was necessary, my friend. Not to mention that I don't have a Filament Friday toolkit.
Yeah, we're supposed to all release them on the same day. Just so that you guys know, that was completely accidental.
Whatever. You saw Chris's, you're like, oh, God, I got to get mine out there now.
Yeah, we filmed it and edited it and released it within an hour while we were in church. No, I seen that, and he's an hour behind us, and I seen that it was at 11. I thought we released it at exactly the same time, but I realized that 11 was my local time. I'm like, oh, he got me by an hour.
Yeah.
No, we filmed and edited. When I say we filmed, I edited the whole day yesterday, like all the way till bedtime last night. So, but MakerBox went out yesterday. The Filament Friday Toolkit video went out today. We have a Mailbag Monday tomorrow, and then Xander's Thing Thursday on Thursday. So, hence why it's called Xander's Thing Thursday.
Right. Well, I looked at the reasons for ordering a toolkit other than supporting Chuck, which I wouldn't mind doing. But there was nothing in that kit that I don't have already. No,
it's typical stuff that as a 3D printer you would have.
Right.
But and again, Chuck reached out to me and gave me a discount on it, a very significant discount, asking me if I would go ahead and order one and give him a fair and open review. Didn't ask for a video, he just wanted feedback on it. And I couldn't refuse. And something is eating Sean. There's like a large monster.
my cat wants to block the way. Thanks, Bubba.
But my initial thought on that kit is it will be super handy for going to Orlando Maker Faire and Murph and Earth to just be able to grab that kit and go and have 90% of the toolage that you need.
Right.
So
yeah, that's a good point. You just have a grab and go bag of everything.
Yeah, and it's a nice bag. The only, and this is kind of like a spoiler, but the only thing I wasn't really impressed with was the caliper, and that kind of seems to be the general feel. It's a plastic caliper, but you can just barely touch it and it turns on.
Is it calibrated?
It's pretty close. And I say that because I have 100 millimeter test blocks that I was using to dial in the printer, and I was getting readings of 100.6, and it's coming in at 99.9. So it's really, really close. So, and I don't know, maybe my current caliper's wrong.
So I ended up with a broken 50-inch LCD TV where there's a crack in the bottom left corner of the panel. So the whole left side, there's 1 inch straight up and down that doesn't work. So now I'm using it as a monitor because I was able to adjust the screen to not use that last inch. And it's crazy. Sean's probably life-size right now because I'm looking at it on the screen.
Sweet.
Kind of creepy, actually.
Be afraid.
Hey there, Sean. How you feeling, buddy? Hope you're feeling better. Tell Jason I hope everything goes well and he gets better.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be modeling something for you right now, Sean, aren't I?
That is a horrendously nasty noise.
Hey, Sean.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. What? Can you mute your mic while you're doing that? You're stealing screen time when like James talks or anybody talks.
My bad.
I am doing my first PETG print on the Hypercube, printed Hypercube.
I love me some PETG so much that I may never go back to PLA.
Well, I'm you know, I want to see how this thing does it.
I say that a little tongue in cheeky. You know, every plastic's got its place.
Well, and I will tell y'all, you know, the TiVo has been printing fantastically. Not complaining at all about it, except for the fact that it uses optical end stops.
Okay.
And it uses these really tiny 2mm Allen screws to adjust the height of your end stop. And I've got one that's loose. And after about 3 homes, it'll start moving, and it moves up and down. It doesn't pick a direction and just go one way. So I've been having issues with the bed leveling on the Hypercube because of the one arm not wanting to home at the same place every time. So I think I'm going to update it to mechanical end stops.
Yeah.
But that's the only update I have on the TiVo. Matter of fact, it's printing in there right now. I've got a couple of prints here I want to show off. Everybody saw the faceless that I did on it, which was fantastic. But the notorious filament that I had major issues with, and I tried to show some of these last time, but I did the squirrel and I did the Luby Dragon, both in Protopasta Galactic Empire metallic purple, and they turned out fantastically. This is the one filament that I could not print on the TiVo before, and it's printed fantastic since I did the upgrade. So kudos to the Duet Fouet board.
So it's doing well then? It's performing like the legit one?
Yeah, it's performing flawlessly so far. I did have an issue I thought might have been the board the other day, but it was ID10T error. The fans on the TiVo, y'all may or may not know, but they point down from both sides. So normally, you know, about 40% is about as high as you can get. Well, for some reason, I kept trying to print, and I'm going to go get this print in a minute because everybody needs to print one of these. I'm printing this 19-inch tall piece, and it would get like 9 hours into the print, and then I would have a failure. Because somehow, at layer 1,000, whatever it was, the fan jumped up to like 70%. Well, then the heater can't keep up because it's blowing right on the heater block, and it cools everything out. So you get a heater fault. Oh, and watch your ears. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Fernando Pena. And you know, it's been 2 weeks since I got to do that.
I think you blew your mic out.
I think he blew his mic out.
I probably pulled it out. Did I pull it out?
No, we can hear you. You're just quiet.
Oh, yeah. That's because I blew your ears out, not because I blew my mic out.
Larry Kelsey wants to know what's the best build surface for PETG. For me, it's PEI sheet.
That's what I'm printing on right now is a PEI.
Yeah, that's
G prints real well on PEI.
And I wipe the smooth PEI. I wipe down with Meguiar's automotive window glass cleaner, and it pops right off beautifully. The the powder coated sheet, I don't have any issue. It pops off just fine. In fact, it was popping off a little bit too much, and I had to up my temperature to 90 degrees from 70 to keep it on there through the whole print.
Right. Let me go get. I got to go get this print to show y'all because I'm extremely happy with it. So I'll be right back.
Yes, he's finally gone.
Jeffrey DeRusso said, Glenn, I like polycarbonate and nylon. I haven't actually printed in either one of those two, but I do have samples in my maker box, and I plan to. That's my big thing for this year. Is once this thing is done, I'm gonna strive to work through those maker boxes and try everything. Some of that stuff's a year old. I know there was a couple of questions in here that I wanted to. You guys just type too fast.
I can't wait till you review the maker box where you're like, yeah, this maker box, the filament was terrible. It bubbled and popped while I was printing because it's a year old and it's all ruined from just sitting there.
Yeah, that could be. Well, I do have on my short list of things to buy a dehydrator so that I can dry out. Because I mean, the PETG sits on the printer 24 hours a day. And I can tell, from a fresh roll to about halfway that it's starting to pick up moisture because it gets a little bit more stringy. So I'd like to be able to dry my filaments out. I just have to have more than one spool then so I can rotate them.
Why don't you just hit the filament with your sense of humor then? Ha 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 ha.
One in every crowd.
Robbie Mac. Do 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 do. Robbie Mac. Robbie Mac's here. In case anybody is wondering.
I want to build 1 million 3D printers. But I don't want to be the guy that has to wire them ever again. This part has sucked so bad.
It's like you're the king of the king of people who only enjoy the fun parts of things.
Yeah, I loved the design aspect. I liked physically building it. This has been so tedious and such a pain. And of course, it's not like I could just look in the guide manual, you know, the easy quick start guide.
You'd be a terrible programmer. You didn't document anything.
I had been filming every step of this up until about maybe 2 weeks ago. And then it was like, I'm down into crunch time now. I have 35 days to have this thing operational and on display. And so now it's just like, game on, you know.
Just do what the guys at Murph did. Remember they had that giant printer that was in the other section? And there's no way it was actually running when they got it there, but they just stuffed a giant print inside it to make it look like it had been.
Well, it's funny because Xander asked me today what I was going to do if it wasn't working. And I said, I'm going to make it look like it's working. Because this thing's going to Orlando Maker Faire one way or another.
Well, everybody needs a pink Eiffel Tower at 19 inches tall.
Absolutely.
And flowers to go with it. Now, I will tell you, though, that this thing drove me nuts. This is where I was getting the cooling, and it would get most of the way up the leg right in here, and then it would fault out. And I was like, oh, my goodness. And anyway, I used an entire roll of filament between the mess-ups, the tower, and 2 pink roses. So, but I have to say that it turned out fantastically.
Is that on the TiVo?
That was on the TiVo. Printed in one shot, 59 hours.
Holy cow.
But, I mean, even the small parts are fantastic. It's got some stringing in there. But with that volcano, from what I understand, you can never remove all of the stringing.
With the volcano?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to turn your retractions up.
You have to turn the retraction off?
Up. No, not off.
Oh, up.
Oh yeah, no, I've got the retraction way up.
Okay.
And before, when I would turn it up much higher, it pulls the filament completely out of the. Because I'm right at 7 millimeters right now.
I have my retraction set to 120 millimeters.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But I've got it set. I think it's 7.1, Sean, 7.1 millimeters, which is pretty damn long when you consider the length of the things here. What are these? These are, you know, a little over a centimeter, so about 10 millimeters long. I guess you could go a little further, but yeah.
None of my tripods are my mini tripods are good enough to hold up my camcorder, so it keeps falling over on its face.
All right.
The mount on that camcorder looks like it was kind of a bad design. It's like way towards the back.
No, it's pretty much center.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe you need a heavier battery. Counterweight it.
Maybe you need to buy a real tripod.
Yeah.
I need a tri-catch finally pod. Wow, that time I did it myself. Can't even blame the tripod for that.
No, yeah, now it's not the tripod's fault. Now we're seeing what the real problem is.
ID10T? It's definitely PebTech.
Oh.
You failed me for the last time, tripod. Whack.
Where the heck is the screw to hold that in at?
Adam said, James, if only you had the means of making a better tripod.
I only had
Do not pod. There is no tripod. Yeah, Justin 3D said you could always print one. Which actually, there's I don't know if I have it sitting here. Oh yeah, right here. I printed this thing like forever ago. This was one of the first quote unquote practical prints I ever did, and this is available on Thingiverse, and it works with the GoPro mount and everything. But this is actually, you put a smartphone in here and it clamps down, and this thing is awesome. I use this thing all the time, and it's black and yellow, so it's proper.
Well, aren't you fancy?
I am probably the fanciest.
You're
I
so
only eat the
fancy.
grayest of Grey
You already
Poupon
know.
mustard.
I was gonna try and shoot this all fancy and whatnot, but I think I'm just gonna go for it.
Well, guys, I am going to cheat on the thermistor. I'm going to put it in and run it on the outside of the cabling so that I can get it plugged in, and I'll zip tie it to the cable housing instead of, you know, taking it all apart right this minute.
Walter, did you ever find those links for that part you need?
Oh yeah, I got them. It's printing already. It's printing on the printed hypercube over here.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And I will tell you, that's the best printer I have right this moment. My printed hypercube is the best printer I have in my house at the moment.
That's
Including
great.
your Prusa?
Say again?
Including the Prusa?
Well, the Prusa's in pieces and doesn't print worth a crap with anything new on it yet.
Oh, so this is a temporary situation. You're not saying that it's ended up being a better printer. You're saying right now.
Right now.
Right at this moment.
Based on my current situation,
Yeah.
it's the only functioning printer I have. It's the best printer I have.
Well, it's not the only function. I have the printed i3 and the TiVo as well that are printing. And the TiVo would be my second one right now because just because it's printing very. I was hoping that this vase that I'm printing now would be done because I don't know who gave it to me, but I got some filament from something it's called Edge. And it's like in between ABS and PETG or something like that.
Edge Plastics?
It's Edge filament. It's not from Edge Plastic. It's for, what's the name? I looked them up today. Hold on.
My NASA space tool just finished.
You're a massive space tool.
Thanks.
I think you said NASA, not massive.
I know. I just changed it because
He likes to change me.
Always want to change me, James.
Am I not good enough for you?
Am I not pretty enough?
It's by Spoolworks.
Oh.
And they gave me 2 rolls at Murph. Now this is how long I've had this sitting up here on my top shelf at Murph, and one of them's called Very Black 3D, and the one I'm printing with is called Dark Crystal. And I really want to show off that Dark Crystal print because that is a beautiful filament.
Spoolworks is part of E3D, right?
Oh, I don't know. Are they?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's E3D's filament company.
Okay. Well, that's where I got it from, was at Murph.
Or it's a company that makes filament for them.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about those filament manufacturers, always goofing off and stuff.
Well, you get the colors you want from them when you need them.
Never making the right stuff.
You know, I used to think they were really picky about who they gave filament to, but then they started feeding it to you, and I'm like, well, they can't be too picky.
Oh, not only do they feed it to me, boy, they make it in custom colors just for me.
I know, right?
Hey, man, the baller they are, the more you feel bad for them.
Oh, if that's all it takes, I should have a whole house full.
Yeah, Jeffrey, I 3D printed an arcade USB. Well, it will be a USB arcade controller. So I modeled this a couple of weeks ago, so I'm just putting the parts in it now.
Hey, Shane from Prusa. That's what Kuntry 3D is drinking.
Oh, I haven't had one of those in a long time.
That's Irritable Bowel Company root beer.
You know what? I love IBC root beer.
That's good stuff. Yeah, Trolling for Dollars had asked a little while back when my pizza was getting here, and I'll have you know I'm not having pizza today. My blood sugar has been a little high, and I'm trying to get it under control, so no carbs for me.
I hear you.
Every time I go to the doctor, they expect my blood sugar to be high, and they always sound surprised. They're like, well, your blood sugar's fine, but it's going to catch up to you. I don't plan to live that long.
That's the Michelin Man. That's a little sticker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Xander's over here building race cars.
Is it as cool as the one that Joel's showing off?
With the Fun King 3D sticker still on it? You know what's crazy is I stuck that sticker on the car at Murph with blue painter's tape. Like I just did a roll of tape behind it and stuck it on because I didn't want to actually stick the sticker on his car. And it's still on there. And there's no way that actually held. I'm thinking he had to have put it back on there, which is even more awesome. But I mean, I did it just kind of as a joke. I didn't.
AKA free advertisement?
Well, because like other people were sticking their stickers on there. And so I was just goofing around. I didn't have anything to do with that build. Can I have the tape?
You were there for emotional support.
What's the magic word?
But my plan is I'm going to print a plate that will fit on the 2060 aluminum for the front of this, and have everybody that had anything to do with this sign it, and then I can bolt that plate on here.
That's cool, man.
Because a lot of you guys have had a lot to do with this, so.
I'm not going to sign it because I just stole the idea that I gave you from Future You.
You stole it from who?
Future You.
You stole it from who?
From Future You.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true.
You know, we always have the same ideas at the same time.
Yeah, you stole my idea for a time machine and went ahead in time to steal my ideas for later in the
I
past.
actually got that from Marty McFly.
Filament Frenzy. What's root beer? Sassafras tea.
Mm.
I believe that's where root beer got its roots. Pun intended.
My house has Lego everywhere.
Your house has Legos everywhere?
That's what Adam said. The kids have to be real careful about Lego on the floor because of, you know, the whole diabetes and the stepping on it with the feet and the, you know, so they're pretty good about not leaving Lego lay around.
The feet.
I don't know why you're so concerned. I mean, you've got 2 feet. You can afford to lose one.
I know, but I want to, you know, I came into the world with 2 and I want to go out of the world with 2.
You know, Glenn, that's pretty awesome because I pretty much feel the exact same way about every one of my digits.
So it's not just a diabetes thing then?
No, it's really not. It's really not.
If I'm missing any questions from anybody in chat, I apologize.
Yeah, I always have a hard time keeping up with the chat when I'm projecting.
My chat's like one line. I can only see like one comment at a time. And I don't know why.
I lied to myself and said, oh, having this giant TV is going to make it so much easier to keep track of stuff. No, it's the problem's me.
Yeah, no, I have chat popped up on the 32-inch TV over here. I've got it half screen, so I can pretend like I can read it from here, but my eyesight's gotten so bad. And I don't get into the eye doctor until the 31st.
Is that like an iCloud subscription service, eye doctor?
Eye doctor. Well, what's funny is you know, I have social anxiety disorder, so my wife calls to make all of my appointments and stuff. So she makes the appointment at the eye doctor. They send me the new patient packet in the mail to fill out, and come to find out the eye doctor is the father of one of the guys I worked with at Best Buy. Because I remember him telling me his dad was an eye doctor, and he's got an odd last name, you know, a non-common last name. And so I messaged him. I'm like, dude, I have an appointment to see your dad on Halloween.
Jeffrey, what was your question that I missed? I'll pay attention this time, probably.
I'm trying to figure out, David, why did you?
Oh no, my bulb out.
Why did you time out? Tony for?
Were we timing people out?
No, David banned him or timed him out for 300 seconds for something. I was trying to figure out why.
Oh, it can do the deleted message.
I looked through and I didn't really see anything. So I didn't understand.
Tony Ryan said, John Mack, didn't you send Glenn the 3D Fun King head? And then I don't know what went through there, but yeah, it was Robbie Mack that sent me but you know, anybody that models one can send it. I'll take every one of them. I think they're awesome.
No, he said Fun King heads like twice, David. I didn't see the F word other than Fun King.
Which is pretty close, but it's completely different.
Pretty close, but I didn't see that. I read back over.
Actually, in my house, Fun King is a swear.
Well, YouTube's closed captioning service thinks that Xander says the other way.
Xander's got a potty mouth.
I'm going to mute my mic for a minute because I got to run my heat gun.
That's so hot.
Yeah.
Oh, David read it as the other word. So, Tony, if you can hear me, buddy, sorry about that. David read it wrong, but you know, you'll be back in 5 minutes. Sorry about that.
We don't have the ability to unmute people because that would be too much of a technological advantage.
I know, right? I don't get that. It's
If you mute somebody, you better take it serious. Oh, I gotta put a video out. I got you know those 3D printers that were the world's most affordable 3D printer for like $29 or whatever?
Yeah.
I ordered 2 of them and they showed up.
Why aren't we seeing those?
What was that?
Why aren't we seeing those on the stream right now?
I'm trying to figure out where I put it. Or put them. Give me 1 second. I'm going to mute my mic and pass the camera back over to you guys.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see if the thermistor now reads a temperature. I forgot the MMU2 has to calibrate. Whatever, Hawk. And I know, Tom. I know you would be. I did it to Uncle Ron one night by accident because I didn't know it would do it for 5 friggin' minutes. Shane said if the thermistor doesn't read, he's leaving. It's showing 0, so let me heat it up and make sure it rises. I don't know why it would be showing 0.
Okay, so I got 2 sets of these, or 2 of these printers. What do you think?
Why would my?
That's nice.
5 of 0. Never mind.
Isn't that
So
a great looking printer?
You got to definitely start wearing those when you stream.
Yeah, these are the most affordable resin printer.
Yeah.
I bought 2 of them, so they're exactly identical.
Was it one of those? Like I bought the A8 for $2, and it ended up to be 2 rolls of ABS filament samples.
Yeah, that's well, except for worse because this has nothing to do with 3D printing.
Yeah, well, neither did that ABS filament. It was like 10 feet. It was like a 10-foot piece of ABS black filament. I got my money back because it wasn't what they said it was going to be, but
I gotta call my credit card company.
What'd that cost you?
They were $19 a pair, so I spent $30.
Where'd you buy them through?
I don't know. It was some company that Ben linked me to.
But it wasn't like Wish or AliExpress or.
It is a website that's kind of like that, but not quite the same.
Yeah, because Wish is really good about giving you your money back if you file a complaint.
I don't know if you guys can see that there, but that is the Ray-Ban gold seal on the packages that they came in.
Nice.
Yeah, so I mean
$19 is not bad for Ray-Bans.
Oh, I just knocked over my thing of screws. Okay, it didn't open. We're good. I was gonna get really mad at Glenn for no reason.
No, actually, Hawk 3D Proto or Ben, I read Filament Frenzies about smashing up the phone for the 500-second ban, and I thought you did it because I was looking at your name. So sorry about that.
Oh, so now you're accusing the wrong people, Walter?
I was accusing the wrong people.
What a jerk.
Wow, way to go, Walter.
I try hard. I really do. Y'all know it took me 46 years to get this way, right?
So Kayleen is in the air right now. She has been since about 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock this morning.
Well, that is absolutely exciting for you, sir.
Where'd she go again?
New Zealand.
New Zealand. Ooh.
She didn't find a Kiwi she'd rather be with over there, so unless she's coming back to get her stuff and she hasn't told me yet.
She's just bringing him back to Canada.
That's messed up.
Here's the thing. I did get some good news. I want to tell y'all I got some good news.
Did you save a bunch of money on your car insurance by switching to Geico?
No.
That's a lie.
No. I went back on the website to look for airline tickets for us to go to Phoenix in November. And as I told y'all before, flying out of Tallahassee was going to cost me right at $900 a ticket to leave on a Friday and come back on a Sunday. So we got to looking, and if we leave the Thursday before we wanted to on Thursday and come back the Tuesday following, so we add 3 days to our trip, they're $340 a ticket.
That's significant.
So we're gonna add three days to our trip, and save that $1,800 for, you know, the trip.
That's a pretty good deal.
It's ridiculous.
You're gonna hear that sound one more time, and then it's over. And I apologize.
Thank you, James.
I don't know. For some reason, that noise made me it reminded me to look up at the chat.
You know, that's the one thing I hate about working on things on these streams.
Is you miss out on chat.
Miss out on so much chat. And I enjoy doing the chat.
Oh, absolutely. That's what it's really all about, is the interaction.
Okay.
I don't even like 3D printing.
I'm just here to build up my view time. Oh wait, Walter's hosting. I guess I get nothing out of this. Bye, everybody.
You will, James, because absolutely right now we're going to say, hey, if you're not subscribed to Kuntry 3D, Fun King 3D, Print and Play, or you want shenanigans, or you want the IC3D channel, Sean?
I don't think there's an IC3D channel.
Okay.
There should be.
Shenanigans, and you'll need to send me your link, and I'll grab James's, and that way I can paste it all in the stuff.
Wait, you're grabbing my what?
He's grabbing your stuff.
Your stuff, James.
But don't worry, it won't catch up with him for another 20 years.
But
All right, James, you're used to it.
Thing is, though, he's been missing K. I don't think I should do that. Okay, let's put the hot end back together.
So is it too early to start talking about Murph?
Never too early.
I'm so
Which
excited.
one?
Yet.
Which one?
No, there's only one now.
Oh, is it back down to one?
They got it all worked out.
Yeah, it exists now.
Basically, they said it turned out that there's like some misunderstanding or whatever. That one side thought that the other side wasn't going to do it, so they got the ball rolling. I don't know if that's just sort of being politically good to everybody, so that there's no hard feelings or whatever.
I don't know. My biggest issue, like I don't know John Hawley. Like I hope I get to meet him this year. I didn't get a chance to meet him last year, but like I know Steve. But I know that John has always put on a good event, and like I didn't want it to be where I had to pick sides. So
Yeah.
Oh, you thought there was going to be two separate ones, and
well, that's kind of the way it was coming together. Like one was going to go on without the other one regardless, and that just wasn't going to be good for anybody.
Right.
No. You don't let your work drama go to the public. I mean, that's just I don't know.
This is a good heat shrink tubing kit, except for it's so massively full. When you open the lid, they like one dumps into the other bin, and but the heat thing's working pretty good.
You know, I watched some videos on the TCT. I don't know if any of you watch. Have you ever seen the YouTube channel Explaining Computers?
I don't think I have.
I've never heard of it.
Most of his stuff is single board computer stuff.
Okay.
But he did a video because he went to TCT. And I don't know if he was sponsored or if he hasn't done much in the 3D printing realm or what, but he picked, and I'd have to go back but it was you know, James, how you built your printer that's got the little arm that goes up and it goes out, and there's only one side of it. I forgot the name of it.
But print, or are you talking about the style of printer?
The style of printer. It's just like the single arm that goes out. But it was a mono price. It was the mono price. What is that? The mini Select Plus or something like that?
Oh yeah, the MP Select 2. Or
yeah,
Select
whatever it is, that single arm printer. He said that was the best consumer grade printer on the market.
actually not a bad printer.
I didn't say it was a bad printer. It's just a big claim to say it's the best consumer grade printer on the market.
Yeah.
And then he just went from there to Stratasys systems, and you know.
Did he say like it's the best one on the market in my opinion?
No. No.
Did he say it's the best one in the market and then go ka-ching, ka-ching because he was being paid to say it?
Yeah, right.
That's what I always do when I'm paid to say stuff.
You do the little cough?
No, I do the ka-ching, ka-ching.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
I'm in the money. I've got the money.
Okay.
So I just realized that I screwed up on the design of this box. 12-hour print. I thought it was perfect. I just thought, oh, it worked out excellently, but I planned it to go on to a 20 by 60, and it actually mounts to a 2040, so the mounting holes aren't where I need them to be.
I need an assistant. I can't keep holding the nut plus turning the screw plus keeping this thing balanced.
Stop holding the nut.
That's pretty much a general, rule in life.
Do me a favor, look on their MK3. Does the sticker go out or in? I think it goes in on the.
It always goes in. Most of the time. The majority of the time it goes in.
Oh, well, wait.
Oh, the fan? Yeah, sticker in.
You said always, and then most of the time, and then the majority of the time.
I can't make up my mind.
Most of the time.
99% of those fans blows towards the sticker.
It could go in that way, or it could go the other way.
Yeah, it either goes one way or the other way.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a John Madden answer.
Okay.
You either need to put it in there on the one way, or you're gonna have to put it in there the other way.
Yeah. Right. Oh, I hate that right there. I really wish they'd do something better for the homing of this, so that these wires wouldn't get in the way. Putting the heat.
I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with this PET wire wrap. I mean, it's a great concept, but it's really kind of a pain in the butt. I like that stuff that came with the, I guess it comes with the 3 as well, but the Prusa 2.5 that goes on the bed wiring. That stuff was pretty cool. This stuff is just kind of a pain, and then I'm afraid to cut it because I have really fine wires in here. And I'm afraid I'm going to snip the wires for the BL Touch.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, that would be bad.
You're right, Shane. I would throw a fit. There's no doubt.
What's that?
He said I'd throw a fit if it started to throw thermal errors because I put the fan on wrong.
Yeah, at least that would be an easy fix.
I'd still throw a fit.
Oh, I know you would. That's your thing.
I know. I'm still Chris's favorite though.
That's your new tagline for YouTube. I'll just throw a fit.
I saw something I think I'm gonna do next Saturday. I'm gonna get over on Twitch and I'm gonna stream me watching the whole Florida game. Because if y'all have watched yesterday, that thing would have had 20,000 hits by today. I'm gonna tell you right now.
All right, I gotta mute you guys because I'm gonna run my heat gun. I guess it's not me technically muting you guys. It's me muting me for you guys.
Yeah, you're muting you for us. Yeah, that's it. All right, wires, get out of the way. I can't home with that. Like that.
Why is this out of focus?
All right, fan wires are out of the way. So I should be able to home in just a minute when I get the fan back on here. Okay. There's a nut on the back of that. There's right there. Is the Fun King STL? Ah, you missed me. What? Why did y'all miss me? Was I gone somewhere? I don't remember being gone. You know, and I appreciate, I really do. I have to say, I appreciate all the messages on Twitter. I wasn't really responding to anything, even on Twitter, much. But I do appreciate the feedback and the support and all that stuff. I really do.
Okay, Steve is here now, so we're going to talk about design prototype teach or whatever, the design prototype test.
Huh?
Steve is in here now, so we're going to talk about that design prototype test channel.
What?
Design prototype test?
The light speed is here.
Oh, go ahead, talk away.
Robbie Mack, I'm cool with you releasing that out. I don't have any problem with that. I think you did a magnificent job on it.
What did he do a magnificent job on this time?
My Fun King head.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not mad, brother, not a bit.
I think that turned out. Awesome. No, he was just saying that it was up to me, being it's my logo, but I don't have any problem with that going out there.
Yeah, no, I don't know what happened with my focus.
Hey, you're a little blurry.
Man, I haven't been releasing videos or anything either. I've been really having a hard time with stuff.
How is that going, James? If you don't mind me asking.
The past 2 days I've felt pretty much normal, but I've had false starts on it before, so I'm not.
Well, normal is a really relative term with James.
Well, no, I was fitting to tell him he better go back to the doctor because he ain't never been normal. Yes.
That's exactly what Glenn said. Are you guys secretly the same person 20 years apart or something?
That depends. Which one of us is 20 years older?
Oh, you know. You can fight amongst yourselves.
So I have kind of a request, a call to action, whatever, for those of you guys out there that are more organic modeling based, because I'm not. I suck at that. But there is a Fortnite mask on Thingiverse, and I can put the link in the description. But the person that posted it, I don't know if they just ripped it right out of the game or what, but Xander wants the mask for Halloween. But the way it is, like the straps and the back of it and everything are all one piece, and I can't 3D print it. And it's only STL. And so, honestly, I just don't even know how to process that. And what I need is just the mask. I need the straps and the buckles taken off of it. So if anybody's got, like some free time burning a hole in their pocket, Xander would super appreciate it.
What's the problem? You can't print it because it's one piece?
Yeah, well, what it is like there's the face mask. I don't even know if you can see me, but there's a face mask, and then there's a piece that goes on the back of the head that the straps go to. And so, like, the model itself is the mask, the straps, and the back of the head all as one piece. So obviously you don't want to 3D print straps.
Do you have S3D?
Yes.
You can take apart different. You can unattach different planes from each other in that.
Interesting. I didn't even think to try that.
It should be under like the mesh tab at the top.
I haven't had S3D for very long. I haven't even jumped into it to really see what I can do with it yet, because pretty much everything I've been printing has been on the Prusa, and it works just great with Slicer, Slick 3R, whatever you want to call it.
Nothing slicker than Slicer.
I'm gonna throw the link into the comments there if anybody wants to take a stab at that. I know when to say when. I know when to draw the line and say I suck at this and I need somebody else.
I don't. I just keep hammering until it's broken or where I want it.
Oh.
I've recorded so much content in the past 2 days, but now I realize I haven't left myself any time to actually edit it.
Yeah, the editing is what sucks.
And I won't be releasing anything, or I won't be doing any filming or editing while when Kay gets back. So,
Like ever again?
pretty much.
She's back. I quit.
Yeah. James hasn't put anything on his YouTube channel in years. I wonder what happened. His wife came home.
His wife came home.
I gotta film I gotta edit the video for building that bed.
Dude, you did an awesome job on that.
Yeah, that thing's real cool.
I mean, at least it looked cool on the internet. Maybe it sucks in real life, but looked great on the internet.
I'll let you know I'm biased once she gets here and tells me what she thinks.
There you go.
If it survives the first night.
I don't know. How long has she been gone? I don't know if any bed would survive the first night.
2.5 months.
The house is going to collapse.
It's really been 3.5 months.
No, 2.5.
2.5. That's still, I mean, for me, the time flew by. I bet it didn't for you, but.
You know what? Like last night, I almost put a tweet that says, if one more person says, oh, the time just flew by when Kay was gone, I'm going to punch you. So many people, oh, that time just flew by. I'm like, maybe for you, because you didn't see her on a daily basis.
Right, right.
It's like, that'd be like me saying, like, the time's really flown by since Adolf Hitler died. Adolf Hitler means nothing to me, so it has no bearing on the amount of time that's passed for me.
Ouch. I think that was too soon.
Too soon.
We got 46 people watching right now. You guys all need better to do.
How many thumbs down, though? That's the.
I gave 3, so.
Probably all of them.
All the thumbs down?
All the thumbs down. YouTube said we're stopping counting.
The show can't go on.
You go to refresh and it doesn't even give a number of thumbs down. It just gives a middle finger.
So I can't fix the blurriness on my camera for some reason.
Did you try waving at it?
So what?
Wave at it.
What kind of camera is it, Sean?
It's a Microsoft HD Life something.
Do you have OBS installed?
I do.
If you launch OBS, even though you won't be able to view the camera from it, you can go into the camera, like the configuration panel, and probably adjust the focus manually there.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
And you can actually watch OBS. You just have to have the OBS camera output plugin.
Oh, no, I'm saying if he goes and launches OBS now, he won't be able to see the camera because it's in use. But yeah, he could switch over to.
Oh, apparently I don't have OBS installed anymore.
Wow, what kind of streamer are you?
Not.
All the cool kids use OBS.
And me.
Well, that explains a lot.
Wish that I could beat up the cool kids.
You wish you could beat up the cool kids?
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's not nice.
Okay, I can play video games now.
Nice. Did you prep that, James?
Does this thing look good on camera? Because it doesn't look that good in person.
It looks pretty good. It looks real
great.
shiny and stuff.
There's some rough spots in the print, but I don't think they show up on the camera.
No, it actually looks, I mean, on camera it looks injection molded.
On camera, James looks injection molded.
That is true. But James looks injection molded in person.
That's true.
I look like melted ABS in person.
Oh.
You're all mean for laughing at that.
It's so good that we're friends.
Uh,
God, if we were enemies, think of the things we'd say about each other.
oh, gosh.
With friends like you guys, who needs enemas? Okay, there we go.
Who is Sean? I'm not familiar.
Look at that.
You got to know who Sean is. That's from the Lightspeed.
Look at how shiny that is.
Hi, I'm Sean.
Shenanigans.
That's me.
John is the person that made Fun King 3D Yellow happen.
And hasn't made Print and Play Blue happen because he's a jerk.
No, I have the lockdown on custom colors. There'll never be another custom color. I mean, not just IC3D, ever. I mean, anybody, ever.
You don't understand. We're going to go to business if we don't start doing custom colors. We made it. Thanks,
no, and I think we want to start doing more custom colors, but we are not. We've not yet made the decision yet to go forward with it.
All right, where did I lay the?
Go away, Mika. Nobody wants to see you.
That's not true.
You don't know that it's not true.
We only want you for the cat.
I'm trying to remember if the parts for this came from Gearbest or Banggood. Must have been Banggood. Yeah, the parts came from Banggood.
Okay.
They contacted me and they're like, "Would you like to change your affiliate links from Gearbest to Banggood?" And would you like to change your links to point to our website? I said, "Well, they're affiliate links right now." And they're like, "Well, if you change to our affiliate, or if you change to our links and you sell some printers, then we'll give you affiliate status." I said, "So you want me to put your links up, and then if they're successful, then you'll consider me for
right." But in the meantime, you're losing money by not having it.
That's kind of shady.
To the other place.
I mean, I haven't sold a printer off an affiliate link in like 4 months at this point. So whether they're getting $0 or not doesn't matter to me.
Jeffrey, if you look at that file, all I want is the face part of the mask. I don't want the buckles or the straps. I'd like to have that piece on the back of the head too as a separate if you could, but not the buckles, not the clips on here. Just smooth, and I can punch holes through it where I need to. But whatever you could do would be super appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Lightspeed, that is exactly what I'm trying to do, is get the MMU2. I'm just trying to get my Prusa back to print in one color. Once I can get one color to make a viably decent print with the MMU2 attached, I have to take it back apart, the MMU2 itself, to put the new gears back on it. They did send me 2 new gears and a piece of PTFE tube. Thanks to Shane. Appreciate you, buddy. But I want to be able to print with just like it was before. So, no, it did not, Shane from Prusa. Apparently, they just don't like me. They won't let me do shirts like Fun King does, and they will not let me do affiliate for some reason. I don't know. I really don't know.
You want to know the secret to it? Make yourself look bigger online than you are.
Well,
Amazon kicked my affiliate back like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, but they let me be an affiliate for 6 months.
Yeah, well, they would give me affiliate status, and then I'd create all these links, and then they'd be like, "Sorry, you're not approved." And then all my links were useless.
They actually paid me $22 the other day for what they owed me for my sales.
Yeah.
But I still can't be an affiliate, you know?
Robbie Mack, the brand of official Fun King 3D Yellow PETG is IC3D. And the name of it is Fun King 3D Yellow PETG. Actually, it's just listed on the site as yellow, but make sure you put that in the notes because for some reason they won't update their website.
Everybody go in there and start calling it LSU Yellow.
What if we change it to LSU Yellow and not Fun King 3D?
Oh, you'd burn. You'd burn bad. I would publicly on video torch these IC3D boxes.
No.
would do no such
one of them's got a roll of film in it.
I need my yellow.
You would do no such thing.
You're right. I wouldn't.
Okay, here we go. Now let's see. OBS is installed.
What? Yeah, his focus. He can't figure out how to set his focus. By the way, Sean, my wife said hi. She's
Hi,
like,
wife.
she's over here. She won't come on camera.
Hi, Sean. I heard her.
Yeah, she won't. She won't come in.
Martin said, "Call it yellow snow, Sean."
Yellow snow.
Oh, that'll really piss him off.
Yellow snow with the Fun King face.
Yes. Oh, there you go. Lightspeed said, "Yellow Fun King 3D snow."
Sean, are you still trying to do that OBS thing I was talking about?
I just did it.
Hey, look, we can see you now.
Can you?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're not a blurry mess anymore.
Yay! That's kind of exciting.
You're less blurry than Walter.
Well, yeah, mine's internet problems, not camera problems.
Right? No, I know. It's living in the woods problems.
I will tell y'all that I did get on Amazon and I got one of these.
Is that the 4G thing you were talking about?
This is a 4G modem. The problem is that I ordered a antenna that said 4G with the SMA connectors on it, but it's a 3G antenna.
Oh,
So I've got 5 bars of 3G.
that's
But no
spectacular.
Congratulations.
Right,
Congratulations on having a box of worthlessness.
right, exactly.
Oh, wait, so you don't want to settle for twice your regular speed?
Tom said blurry Walter's okay, though. It's preferred.
Hey, watch it.
The truth is, Walter rubs Vaseline on his camera before we start the streams.
Yeah, I have to take my camera apart and get that chunk of dirt out of there that's always on Xander's face. I clean the outside of the camera as thoroughly as possible, and the dot's still there, so it's definitely in the lens.
Is it
I thought
mold?
that was on my TV.
What's that?
I thought that mark was on my TV.
No, it's on Xander's face. I mean, it's on Xander's side of the camera.
He's got his Cindy Crawford look on right now.
Okay, picking on Walter's.
Okay, come on.
Later, Shane.
Bye, Shane.
Bye, Shane.
Don't go, Shane. Come back.
Yeah, Tom just jumped way out there, didn't he, Ben?
Lightspeed said, tell her to come on camera. That's not going to happen.
Well, this would be great if I could get it to stick, even to the PEI. That would be fantastic.
Oh, don't go in that. There you go. So there's the base for the new arcade cabinet that I've been working on, the Neo Geo one.
Nice.
Not exactly mini. It's about a foot by a foot.
How long did that take to print?
26 or 28 hours.
Wow.
That thing's real cool, James.
I printed it at I don't know, 0.25 or 0.3 millimeter layer height, and it lost one step on the y-axis at some point.
I don't think I've ever printed in anything but 0.2. No, I take that back. I printed at 0.1, but that's it. Like, I've never played with any other size.
Really?
Oh,
And
it's fun. You should.
It's going to happen because I'm not printing at 0.2 on this thing, but
I mean, you can't print on that thing at all at this rate. Is that too mean? I'm trying to encourage him to get it done.
Right? I tried that before we got on stream today.
what's that?
He's trying to encourage you to get done. Hurry. Run, go fast.
Oh, I don't think you heard my comment.
Oh,
No, I missed it. I walked away. I'm sorry.
I said you said you're not going to print 0.2 on that thing, so you'll definitely start printing bigger. And I said at this rate, you're not going to print it all on that thing.
Maybe not by the time I need to.
Well, then once you don't need to anymore, there's going to be no drive to get it done.
Well, there's always Murph, But either way, I mean, this thing's going to Orlando Maker Fair, and it's either going to be printing or it's going to look like it prints.
Are you going to have to take 2 cars, one for the printer and one for the kids?
No, I'll take the truck. Orlando Maker Fair is close enough.
Hey, look, I just saved myself some time. I think this is going to work. I'm not going to bother to print the control panel. I'm just going to do this.
There you go.
It doesn't fit.
Little 3D.
There we go. There you go.
well, I'm going to try to print a Chris Riley.
You're going to try to print Chris Riley.
Yeah, I mean a benchy.
Oh,
Chris Riley is a benchy.
Yeah. I just call him Chris Riley's because that's all he ever prints.
Instead of you are what you eat, you are what you print. I'm all right. I'd still have a joystick.
James, are you using a Pi on all those arcades?
So far, ideally, whichever one I'm going to use the most is going to end up getting an actual like a PC inside it of some sort.
Okay.
Pi's okay, but the latency, there is a like a delay when you push the buttons, and you just can't overcome it with a Pi.
yeah, it's just not a fast enough clock on them.
Glenn, I guess I pissed him off really bad because we got 12 thumbs downs today.
Well, it's because you started talking about it and asking how many thumbs down we had.
No, I didn't.
It went from 8 to 12 in like one shot.
Yeah, I actually didn't even talk about it at all, I don't think. Unless somebody brought it up. I think Glenn brought it up, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So it's Glenn's fault.
Yeah, I like to nuke your stuff. All right, so I've never done one of these style crimp connectors, so this is going to be interesting.
You'll screw it up.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's like parenting. You always screw up the first kid.
Sorry, Xander.
Sorry
Wow.
That's why people have more than like if you don't screw up the first one, you only have one kid. The second one's to try and improve upon the first one.
That's my brother.
When I worked at a go-kart track years ago, this kid, I can't even remember what happened, but I think he just like crashed into somebody or something, and I came running up to him and I'm like, "What are you doing? Are you an idiot? Did your mom have any kids that lived?" And he's like, he goes, "I have a brother." I was a different person back then.
Yeah, you had hair.
Yeah, and I was an a-hole.
So now you just don't have hair.
Right.
Now you just don't.
Oh.
There's got to be a better way to do these connectors.
Wait. Oh, this is aggravating me.
If anybody has questions for me, I'm going to look at chat in exactly 45 seconds.
Your window of opportunity to ask James a question is in 45 seconds.
T minus 45 seconds.
Please ready your James questions. And before anybody asks, yes, I'm wearing 2 pairs of glasses, and it's intentional.
Way to go,
Are you
Sakai.
zooming in on something?
What?
You got your zoom in focals on?
Yeah, well, one set gives me regular vision, and then the other pair gives me supervision.
Man, go to the stinking eye doctor and get some bifocals like you need.
I'm going. I couldn't get in before Halloween.
Going, Mom. Jeez.
They're busy.
John, they want to see you and your setup.
Say what?
Apparently, they
setup?
want to see you and your setup at your house.
My setup? It's all over the place right now. So, hold on. Let me take my paint-infested glove off. All right.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be designing something for Sean.
Hey, that one worked the first time.
So I have MK2S over here. That's broken. I have a CR10 that's broken. I have all my printer bots that are broken. And then I have my Lulzbot Mini that's not broken.
But you're going to break it later this afternoon, right?
I plan to. Talks bad about my mama one more time.
You know, if you don't break them, you have nothing to fix, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. I like to break this stuff, on Saturday afternoon, so I have something to do on the Sunday.
I just wanted to be like Walter and break everything.
Send it to me. I can break it for you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Walter offers that as a service.
So the CR10 is going to be fixed real soon. It's getting the I have a Duet 2 Maestro.
Oh, look at you, fancy Mr. Maestro.
I know. It has a the Bondtech BMG with a Mosquito Magnum and a Olsen Ruby 0.6 nozzle in it.
Oh, that's a pretty sweet setup.
And then flex plate system from BuildTech.
You must know people.
He does. I think he does.
I've been collecting the parts for a while, and I've been swapping them out. I'm like, I don't like this board. I'm going to get a different board. So the CR10 never worked since I got it.
Hey, Tom, if by is the brick wall real, do you mean is it real paper? Then yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's real paper.
Yeah.
No, it's
Questions?
it's that stuff you get from Walmart, or not Walmart, from Lowe's. That it's like compressed wood.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Paneling.
yeah, it's the paneling. My house was just too white. It was just all like I felt like I was in a nut
Why is it
house.
always got to be about race with you?
I know, right?
I noticed that as soon as I met him.
Wow,
Sorry, I couldn't pass that up. That was just too easy.
I was not expecting that.
Why
Holy
you automatically got to go there, man?
The front, I'm putting this in. This.
I'm sorry that I missed all of your questions.
So your whole 45-second window passed, and
No. One of them said, "James, you missed all of my questions." When I said you have 45 seconds to ask questions. Unless that was the questions, in which case, yes. Yes, Ben.
all right, I gotta
The
say,
channel's name is Art Mods.
these crimpers are awesome. And they were a gift, and I can't remember exactly who sent them. I don't know if it was. I think they came from Scott McClellan, but I would have to go back and check the records. But whomever sent these to me, thank you. These are awesome.
Sean, are you vaping on stream?
What?
what?
Are you vaping on stream, man? You can't do that.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
What? I just want to be like Walter, man.
Oh, Lord, we need two of them?
I aspire to be.
Walter's good people.
I
You
try
aspire to be
sometimes,
worse.
James.
He's good. He's good people. He's the equivalent of two. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Oh God.
You can just call me James, man. You don't have to get personal with it.
J Dog. Is J Dog okay?
No, it'd be J Cat in his instance.
Robbie Mack wants to know what you're building there, Xander.
I'm building a Ford something.
It's a Ford Fusion.
I'm building a Ford Fusion.
Is it the
apparently.
Fusion or the Focus?
I don't know.
I might have said that wrong.
That's how they build them at the.
It's a vroom vroom.
Vroom vroom.
Hey, Sean, that Lightspeed's got a valid question. Does IC3D make its own filament, or is it rebranded?
We make our own in-house. I actually make it, and it's me and Luke that make it, and Anthony. Anthony moved out, and he's doing more print shop stuff now. So it's me and Luke now that are making it.
Does Luke use the Force?
Yes, all the time. So we make our own. It's all open source. It's all up on GitHub. So you can check that out
I don't
also.
understand. How does that work? Like when you say it's up on GitHub, is that like the formulas are on GitHub?
Yeah, all the formulas, everything. I believe even the extrusion lines are up there.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, we're completely open source.
I could just build my own line right here in the house.
Yeah, dude. If you got $20,000, go ahead.
And then just feed the line right into my printer.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Hey, man, If it was me, it'd be me building that car like that dude did in that song. He started in like 1940 building him a Cadillac because he wanted a Cadillac, and he started taking parts out. So he had Cadillac parts from 1940 to 1980.
Ben wants to know if I am self-taught in Fusion. I am, which is why I do most things wrong. Everything I design is pretty much just brute force.
Nothing wrong with that.
And then alternate James wants to know why I missed. There's not a lot of ceiling clearance between my TV and the ceiling, so I tried to throw a Coke bottle over it, and it bounced off the ceiling, came straight back down. It's good times.
Yes, I think it was Hawk. Yes, I am printing. If you look right now, you can see that my MK3 is printing a Chris Riley. I mean a Benchy.
It's in tribute because Chris Riley is usually here. Oh, I just dropped my 3D printer.
Somebody did. Somebody asked earlier where Chris Riley was at. He did hop on here and say he was in the airport. He travels for work a lot. And he said over the next, I don't know, little while, he may be traveling on Sundays because their business is doing more things now. I'm not sure.
Actually, the email he sent to me said that we were dragging him down. And that we were holding him back, so he wasn't going to hang out with us anymore.
Don't hold back, Glenn, because he didn't send it to me, so he must have been talking about me, man. Lightspeed, yes, this is feeding through filament 1 on the MMU2. I'm going to let it print this Benchy for the rest of the show. And then probably tomorrow on Monday's special edition of Country Time, we will go ahead and change the gears out.
That's sponsored by Country Time Lemonade.
Just team.
That's right.
Country. Oh no! What
Oh,
happened?
Sean just went black.
There he is. He's back.
Am I? My whole screen's black.
Yeah, it's only black when you talk.
I'm in the White House with a black screen. What is going on?
He went to screensaver.
My life is in shambles. What is?
Oh, I'm glad none of you guys heard that.
Wait, what'd I miss?
Nothing.
Nothing. I intentionally didn't say it loud enough, and then my wife told me not to go there. It's Walter's channel, though.
That's true. Let's get him
Oh, nice
NSFW.
dude, James.
This is the way I always look. Long locks and luxurious hair.
I gotta get me a wig like that. The only one I have is my dreadlocks, and they're itchy.
This thing gets itchy about 38 seconds after I put it on. I can just keep pulling costume stuff out of the drawer if you want. This can get sillier.
Make it silly.
Gotta be silly. That's the fun part.
Casa del Huacos is in Casa.
In the casa.
I'm done.
Nice job, buddy. Well, that's pretty cool. The lights are adjustable.
And then I could replace that with this.
You can replace what with what? Oh.
This part with this.
Oh, cool. Neat. Do I get to put this up on myself?
No.
Sorry, I can't see. I got bifocalage going on right now. Everybody got quiet.
Well,
Focus.
yeah. I was mesmerized because my MK3 is printing again.
Woohoo!
I know.
You want to get mine printing?
Bring it to Orlando Maker Fair.
I can't come.
I need to do a PID tune though because it took 235 degrees to get the filament to stick to the PLA or the PEI sheet, and it's just standard PLA.
235.
Yeah, because I was printing at well, I don't know. It probably could have done it at 225. But I was printing at 215 and it wouldn't stick.
Yeah.
What's your bed temperature at?
60.
Huh.
What brand is it?
This is 3D Solutech. That's my go-to. I mean, that's my go-to filament.
For sure.
I've never had any issues with it at all, ever. And yeah.
Personally, my go-to for PETG is IC3D, which is a great time to give IC3D a shout out for being one of the major sponsors of the SK1 project.
You're welcome.
That's my first shout out I've done through this video.
Is this a good look for me?
What's that?
Is this a good look for me?
Oh, that's great.
You look like me when I wake up in the morning.
Now James is a WWE wrestler. Robbie Mack said, "Why the long face, James?"
Because I'm a horse. This is incredibly hot. The glasses have completely fogged over. I can't see anything.
Those are some bitchin' sunglasses you got there.
Those
They
are
look
3D
like
printers.
they could 3D print, though.
It's as if Scream had been released in the 70s.
That's hilarious. Now every time I see James with sunglasses on, I'm gonna go, "How are those 3D printers treating you?"
You had to have known that it wasn't right? I mean,
I knew I wasn't getting 3D printers.
yeah. And that was everybody was giving me grief too when I got in on that. Buy the A8 for $2. Everybody's like, it's a scam, and I'm like, it's $2.
Right?
It's worth it just for the ride.
I don't think my vase in there is going to get done that I wanted to show you guys.
What time is it?
What's that?
What time is it?
5:33.
Wow, the time went fast today.
I know we've been doing this for an hour and a half. That's crazy.
Doesn't even feel like it.
Hour and a half, and I haven't once yet, mentioned Bontech. Bontech is one of my.
You mentioned all of your sponsors there, Glenn. You go right ahead, buddy.
I do want to give a shout out to AIO Robotics because I haven't really been talking much about them lately, and because I'm all over the IC3D train. But if you guys are looking for a good, inexpensive but prints well PLA, I really do like their PLA. Admittedly, I have a roll of their PETG, which is new, and I haven't even tried it yet because.
Now, Glenn, you just got blurry, by the way.
I got blurry?
Yeah.
I don't get blurry.
You're blurry.
Am I blurry to everybody else, or is it just you?
Somebody said it in the chat, and then I looked up, and sure enough, you're blurry.
Yeah, you're a blur.
Is it just him or me too?
Well, it would be both of us, you goober.
Alien 3D said, "Who can he talk to at AIO, Glenn?"
Just reach out directly through AI. I don't know what you're looking for, but for that, I will hook you up with that, Josh.
Oh, they said you're blurrier than me, man.
Yeah, does look a little blurry.
Looks a little blurry.
Nothing I can do about it. I don't get feedback. I don't know what my speeds are, but
yeah, no, the only one I get on is mine. I don't get one for yours.
Yeah, because I mean, I look perfectly clear in mine, but
Well, pull it up on YouTube and look at it.
well, I am looking at it.
And you're perfectly clear on YouTube?
No. Like when I see me in Google Hangouts, I'm clear. So I know it's not
yeah.
a camera issue. It's a I don't know. YouTube was being kind of a pain in the butt yesterday, uploading videos too.
Yeah, that's odd because Tom says I'm crystal clear tonight. And you know why I'm crystal clear? Because I took everybody's internet away before I got on here, and I turned the TV to the NFL on the aerial antenna.
There we go. Another part printed on the new arcade cabinet, and I dropped a. Everybody has to drink because I just dropped a wrench.
Josh, shoot me an email, Glenn with 2 N's, GLENN at funking3d.com, and remind me because I'm old and don't remember things, and I will pass you the information. I just don't want to give it out publicly because I don't want a billion people like clobbering them looking for free stuff. But I did hook them up with MakerBox, and it worked out quite well.
Llama, that would just be the angle of view, buddy. It's still stuck to the bed. It hasn't released.
I think I took this off the bed a little too early, and it kind of warped a little bit.
I'm impressed you finished the project.
I'll trade you for the Ferrari.
No, I'm not giving you my Ferrari.
Oh, come on.
So I collect these Lego Speed Champion cars. I have a whole shelf of them up there. They used to be in the backdrop when we filmed over there. And there's a Ferrari, and Xander wanted it, so I got online to look. Well, it's been retired, so now they want like over $100 for the stupid thing.
You're like, my kid's not worth $100.
What's that?
You're like, my kid's not worth $100.
No, not for a Lego set. I mean, not unless it's a big Lego set.
All the knockoffs. Let me go. So let me go. I got contacted by somebody from a Chinese company yesterday asking if I wanted to buy some of their knockoff kid toys.
Nice.
Yeah.
I hope you jumped right on that.
No, because I figured that the ages 3 and up on it isn't the age restriction on the toy. It's the age of the people in the factory working on them.
Yeah, I'd be like, totally. I totally have to have those. Please send me the ones with lead paint in them.
Asbestos. I heard they're allowing asbestos in buildings again in the States.
Every once in a while, I get a weird contact. Like there was a company that had LED lighting. They wanted to send me some LED lighting for review. And so I looked through and I said, I'll look through your product, but the only way I'll do it is it's something I can incorporate into a project or, into my 3D printing or whatever. And so I picked a couple of things and I sent them back. And the next thing they replied with was they asked me how much I charged for reviews. And it was like, yeah, we're not going to work together.
$1 million.
Yeah, I mean, well, and honestly, that's kind of the way it is. I guess I would sell myself out for $1 million, but then at the end of the video, I'd have to say, to everybody, listen, I only did this for the $1 million. But
hey, there's no shame. No shame.
But it's like the fact that they even have that as an offer means that other people are doing it. Other people are doing reviews for money, and that's just screwed up.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah, it's screwed up that you didn't take the deal.
I'm like, no, I have a list of demands. I have my terms and conditions that I always kick them back. And pretty much all it says is they have to send it to me free of charge with, no delivery. Like I don't have to pay shipping. I don't have to pay whatever. If they want the product back, that's fine as long as they tell me ahead of time and that they pay return shipping and that all of our reviews will be honest 100%, that I will attempt to contact them for help should something go wrong before I release the review, and that we don't charge, that there will not be any money changing hands.
And if it's an E12, we won't take it.
I'd take another E12. That's parts. But like it's just, and generally they write back and they say, oh, those terms are acceptable. And I'm thinking, well, I hope so.
I'm a little disappointed right now because I put a bunch of effort into that Flying Bear Ghost printer. And they were like, they had deadlines for the review to be done. So they told me that because the control board was dead, the power supply was dead. They got me a new power supply, but it wasn't until after the power supply was replaced, because it was a 24-volt one, so I didn't have one on hand. It wasn't until after I replaced the power supply that I found out that the control board was dead and the hot end was dead. But it came with a spare hot end, so that wasn't a big deal. So they were supposed to send me, there's duties owing on the power supply. They're supposed to send me the duties owing on the power supply. And they were supposed to send me a new control board because they were using a knockoff MKS Gen L, and I had one here. They said, if you send me your firmware and you send me another printer, because this is for another project that I'm working on, I'll put it in. And they're like, oh yeah, we shipped it out. We'll send it right away. And they never sent it, and then they've been incommunicado since after the review went out.
Wow. Well, you know, the cool part about owning the YouTube channel is you can always do a follow-up video.
I think because I'm not contacting their support. I don't know. I'm mixed feelings on it. I mean, obviously, in the grand scheme of things, with all the parts that come out of that printer, I ended up ahead.
Well, right. But you don't want anybody else to buy one if they're problematic.
Right.
I mean, I realize that you might have just gotten a fluke unit, but...
Yeah, that was they shipped out a small shipment of them with the power supply that was in mine, and they had issues with a bunch of them. So they were contacting the people that bought it to get them new power supplies, and they stopped using that type of power supply with it. And they actually sent me pictures like, here's the ones that we've gotten back. Here's the part that actually breaks. And here's the same part in the new ones that'll prevent it from breaking. So I'm not actually using it as a donor printer. I replaced the board. I put in silent steppers, and I've done some overhauling on it, and it works really, really well, and it's very quiet now. So it's kind of my go-to right now for stuff that's under 200 millimeters by 200 millimeters, sort of in all the directions. So.
Yeah, Tom Philman Frenzy said, I had to do terms and conditions, including import, because I paid 600, is that euro?
Yeah.
Pound, 600 pounds in import in the last 30 days. That's crazy. Well, I put that stipulation in when all of that happened with TiVo and Tom Sandlander. I always mess up his name.
Sandlander?
Sandlanderer, yeah, because you know the duties were due on that printer, so they sent him like €1,000. Yeah,
and then they're like, oh, I remember, I still have the conversation screenshot somewhere where they're like, tomorrow we'll have big sale, and basically like what you're saying won't matter. We'll sell maybe a lot of printers or something.
Oh yeah, no, that whole thing was a fiasco.
Yeah,
you know. Oh no, that was just for, you know, that money wasn't, you know, a bribe. It was just, you know, to pay the duties and for your inconvenience.
Yeah. I did not use 2130s. I used 2108s. Maybe I'm getting the number wrong. They're completely backwards compatible with like your regular steppers. So you can drop them in without having to do any rewiring, except for it reverses the directions of the motors.
Josh, Alien 3D said, by the way, Sean, I just noticed you're the only one not displaying the UFO box in the background. We're going to have to talk. I thought you did have one. Yeah, you got one.
Blink.
Yeah, we all have them in the background.
I think somebody saw the comment and run and grab their box and stick it up there.
No, I'm pretty sure that it's been there. You didn't just put that there, did you, Sean?
No, that's been sitting there for a week.
Has
it? I thought I seen it earlier.
Oh, he's in front of it. That's why.
He's just sitting in front of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Alien 3D is one of the few things that actually get some visibility here.
Is it visible now? There.
Yeah, if you look real close up underneath the edge of my camera, you can see the Halloween box over there on the dresser right there.
Yeah, my speaker's in the way. I can't see it.
I can kind of see it.
You can just barely see the pumpkin faces on the side of it over there.
Now there's a permanent curve to this part because I took it off when the bed was still warm, and it's unfortunate and disappointing.
Shame on you.
I'll probably get my heat gun out and then completely ruin it and reprint it.
Okay, that was printing the Chris Riley very well. So I'm going to try a 2-color out of number 3 and 4. And see how that does.
Let me ask the people that are in chat, because I've been trying to get an opinion from people. A buddy and I are going to be doing some video game related stuff. And it's going to include like a little 5-minute, 10-minute podcast, maybe once or twice a week. And I've also been filming some video game review related stuff. Should we spin that off onto a second channel? We did open a second channel, but we haven't uploaded anything yet. Should we spin it off to a second channel so that the two interests don't overlap, or should I just have it as a series on the channel I'm on now?
It's video game related?
Yeah.
Hence the play and print and play?
Well, yeah, but there's going to be the stuff we're doing is going to be completely not related to 3D printing.
No, I see.
But it still ties in with your name.
Yeah, I don't. Here's what I would suggest. I would suggest putting it on your current channel until it gets too big and out of hand. Then spawn it off onto its own.
Because we were originally going to give it its own channel, and I was like, if we start doing that stuff, and now I've got 4 videos or 3 videos a week coming out on the channel instead of just the 1 or 2 that I've been doing, it gets you higher placed in the algorithms, and will probably give it more momentum.
Well, not only that, but then you're roping in your current audience, you're getting them hooked on it, and then they're going to follow you to the new channel. Plus, you'll pick up the new people on the new channel. That's just my thought. I don't really know. I'm not any good at the YouTube thing.
I like when I stream with you guys better than when I stream myself, because every time I launch a live stream lately, I lose at least 1 subscriber. Instead, I gained 1 since I've been here. Oh, you watch me play Mario for an hour. Maybe I'll stream playing Super Mario Brothers after I do this. After the stream's over. I'll split Meek off into her own channel where she just shows off her butt all the time, and we'll call it Cat Butt. That's a great idea, Robbie Mac.
Cat Butt 3D.
I'll steal the theme song from Cat Dog and just change it to Cat Butt. Paul Comer wants to know what I'm making. So this is a
Yes.
Yes, but that's my personal life. Neo Geo or MKS, the owners of the Neo Geo line, released a Neo Geo mini arcade cabinet, and I think they did pretty much everything wrong, so I decided to design my own.
Nice.
And I can do everything wrong, but for different reasons. So this is the bottom part of that cabinet with the rear panel, which has my logo embedded on it. I got a message from somebody on Thingiverse at some point asking, "Hey, can you design a new door for your arcade that doesn't have your logo on it?" I just replied back with, "Nope."
Good for you.
Like, hey, all that effort and time you put into something, that's pretty awesome, but I don't want you to have any sort of credit for it.
Yeah, that's really ballsy.
I'm like, I think the panel's still on this one. Oh, I guess it was the Pac-Man cabinet? Anyways. I didn't even see which one they were referencing. They just said, "Hey, your mini arcade looks cool. Can you remove your logo from it?" And I just responded with, "Nope."
Your arcade cabinet's really cool. Can you get that crappy logo off there?
Here, wait. No, I won't.
Why is everybody so mean to me?
That's just straight up ballsy.
Oh, you suck.
It's like, hey, if you're not good enough to do it yourself, then don't expect me to do it for you. That's the thing. I've been releasing all of my designs.
You should have rolled back and said, "No, do it yourself. It's not that hard."
That's like, I release all my designs as Creative Commons attribution. So
I mean, that's it. I mean, you're giving it away, and then to be that, wow.
I'm debating, because funding is running low for the channel. I've got projects that I have the parts for already, but then it's gonna be a while before I can buy anything. I'm debating if I should start selling some of my my designs. I don't know if
I have to say that there's nothing wrong with that. The amount of time that you put into doing it, and you can always do it like, put them up for sale for a year and then give them away, or you know what I mean, like that way you're still giving back to the community, but you have a little bit of time in between. I'm still waiting for somebody to offer me a big chunk of cash for the design on this printer, but I suppose they want to see it printing first.
I'll give you $5 for it if you sign over the rights.
That's the highest bid I've got so far, I think.
I'll give you $525.
$525
USD.
Oh, that's like $1,000 Canadian. Yeah, John Mac, I tried to do the Patreon thing. The other problem is that I support more people. Like, it feels like every time I get a new Patreon supporter, I end up supporting somebody else at the same time.
That's exactly what I do as well.
So right now, it's like $20 a month in and $25 out. Sell the one without the logo.
Yeah, there you go. Premium. You want it without the logo? It's $500.
That's the thing, though. It's like all the designs I'm coming up with now. I won't say all. I'll say most, because like the arcade controller here that I was working on today, that'll probably go to everybody in one shot. But like right now, the Pac-Man cabinet was available to my Patreon supporters for a month beforehand. They just got access to the 2-player arcade cabinet, which won't be on. I don't know when that one will actually go on Thingiverse. Maybe that'll be the first one that I don't release on Thingiverse. Oh, Robbie Mac just noticed my video game collection in the background. I have a lot of games. I have a lot of systems.
Do you have Sunset Riders for Super Nintendo?
I have a flash cartridge that has all of the games for the Super Nintendo that don't require the Super FX chip.
Oh, okay.
Do you have Battletoads?
Oh, Battletoads.
I do have Battletoads.
I love Battletoads. My nephew and I used to play Battletoads, and he was about 8. And you get to that part where you smash the robot, and then you can pick up the leg and use the leg as a weapon.
Yeah.
You get to that part every time, and I would just kill him over and over, and he would get so mad. Oh, it was great.
I think my favorite Battletoads was Battletoads in Double Dragon when they mashed the two games together.
It made no sense, but they did it anyways.
That's
what made it so awesome. They had nothing to do with each other.
I'm not talking. I'm reslicing a Benchy. I thought I had one sliced, but I don't. Are we there, or did we leave?
What?
Everybody leave?
No, right here.
Everybody got quiet.
So I have a duet question for anybody that can answer it. So I don't know if you guys can see here. I mounted the 5. I guess it's not really in the frame, but I got the 5-inch panel mounted to the front of this thing in a magnificently designed by me enclosure that only took me 6 tries to get it right. But I've got the 10 pin ribbon cable coming out. It's either or, right? You can run the 10 pin ribbon cable or the 4 pin, or do you have to always run the 4 pin? Because I want to be able to use the SD card on the panel and I know you have to have the ribbon cable for that. I just don't know if the ribbon cable replaces that 4 pin cable.
All right, wait a minute now.
And my question is, how much of a badass does this make me look like? I got the Super Scope and the Power Glove.
The Power Glove?
I love the Power Glove. It's so bad.
Oh, nice.
It was bad, yeah.
Mine still works.
Does it really?
Yep. I mean, half the time I just use it like a regular controller because it's got the directional pad plus B and A over here. So
that thing was so cutting edge for its time.
Wait, what?
I have both versions of PS2.
It's a Power Glove.
It allowed you to do stuff. There. It allowed you to do stuff with your hand.
So there's sensors up on the top of the knuckles there, and then there's just 3 sensors you place around the TV set. So when you move your hand, it can track its motion in real time. And there's also sensors in the fingers. So if you like make a fist, it can tell if you like basically it can tell the positioning of each of your fingers. So there's games where like if you're flying an airplane, you can be like panning left and right, or if you're driving a race car, same type of thing.
And that's what, mid 90s?
Early 90s.
Was it
So,
early
like,
90s?
It was
VR.
early
I think
90s.
late 80s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Released in 99? I don't know if there's a date anywhere on it. Let me check.
The commercial was awesome.
Copyright Mattel 1989.
Wow.
I just realized there's a piece of padding missing here. It also looks like this is gross. I probably wouldn't have put it on if I'd looked at it beforehand.
Oh, it's got somebody else's skin in it.
Disintegrate. I use it for power slapping people.
That's how most of them got broken.
Right. Actually, no, it was just people trying to play with it. They ended up punching their screens. They ended up breaking a CRT TV and a power glove at the same time. They actually sold 2 sizes of these, though. This is the adult large size. They had one for kids, too. It's like, hey, do you hate your children? Buy them this.
Buy them this and watch their aggravation.
What's worse than giving your children up to the orphanage? Buy them the power glove. They'll put themselves up for adoption.
Little Billy, why are you in the orphanage? My parents bought me a power glove.
It is exactly like an early Xbox, the Kinect, except for I guess it's closer to the PlayStation Move.
It's like a
you
Wii
had to
mode.
hold something.
It's like a Wii mode.
There you go. Yes,
They didn't learn their lesson the first time.
it's not a Wii mode; it's a U mode.
You,
Hey, to be fair, the Wii like outsold everything.
it did. I still have mine. I love it.
Yeah.
I still
I have
use
2
it.
of them. I've got one that's in the box. Here's the thing: I've got one that's basically brand new in the box, and it was at the top of the stairs. Sorry, it was upstairs, and my wife's like, "Oh, you need to remember to bring it downstairs the next time you go downstairs." So she put it at the top of the stairwell. Then, like 20 minutes later, she forgot it was there, closed the door, and all your it rolled all the way down the stairs. So I have no idea if it still works. Like, was that Wii I just bought? She's like, no. Yes.
Yeah, Xander's Wii is laying right here. Like, it's out of camera range, but it's right here in front of us. I was working on software updates for it. It's finally old enough where I didn't worry about, what I did to it anymore.
I don't want it to break.
My original Wii, I camped out overnight with a friend of mine to get it on launch night. And I used it tons, and then I bought Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze for it, put the disc in, it did an update, and then it restarted itself, and it came back with a system error.
Wow.
So I contacted them, like, hey, I did the latest update with this, and it bricked it. And they wanted $109, including shipping, to send it back to replace the board. So then I found out that, like, every once in a while it would start up, so I just kept restarting it over and over again, and then I jailbroke it and reverted the update, and then installed an aftermarket version of the update. And so now it could play pirated games, and I don't feel bad about that because I was willing to stick completely legit, and Nintendo's like, nah, bro, give us more money.
That's pretty awful of them.
I've got this old compact Presario laptop that Uncle Ron gave me when we were at IRF. It's an old Windows 98 laptop, so I'm going to use it to play some retro games because that's pretty much all I have in my life.
Later, Hulk.
3D Maker kid in the house? Dang it, last minute.
Kids won't remember, but these things used to require a docking station. This has a floppy drive and an optical CD-ROM reader, not even a freaking burner.
Yeah, I have a docking station for an old Toshiba, and I don't think I even have the old Toshiba anymore.
This thing's so old, it has a PS2 keyboard and a PS2 mouse port on it.
Wow.
One USB port. and no Ethernet. And none of the Wi-Fi's.
None of the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi's.
The Wi-Fi's.
Is it a compact Armada? I don't remember. It's a compact Armada.
You're right, Maker Kid. Oregon Trail is awesome. I actually like the Yukon Trail too. Same type of game.
Do you die of dysentery?
You can, yes. Yes.
That's the Yukon
You have
Trail.
to march over the Chilkoot Pass and all that, trying to go get some stuff in Alaska.
I gotta go find a power supply for this thing. So this thing's super thin, like especially when you consider the age of it. Super small, super compact. It probably weighs 10, 15 pounds because it's all metal. Like that, it's all metal all the way through. And it's cold. Like my heart.
Yeah, that's one thing I really miss about being a computer technician was all the cool parts and stuff you ended up with. You know, people would upgrade and their stuff wasn't so bad, you know, and so then you'd end up with parts, and it's like now I don't get parts anymore.
There's a 10100 Netgear network card in it, but it doesn't have the dongle. See, long before Apple thought everything needed dongles, laptops thought everything needed dongles. It is not an Armada. It's a compact Presario. Guys, we're 2 minutes over the time. We're in extra innings now.
That time is just a suggestion.
Time doesn't exist.
I was just thinking, none of my computers have modems on them anymore, but this thing has a modem on it. So
I actually used to work at a plant where they made what's the name of that company? A Gear modem, a Gear Communications made their modem chips.
Like a Honeywell or something?
Like a Honeywell. Well, it was a Gear, A-G-E-R-E.
Oh.
They made network cards, and I don't even know if they're around anymore, but I know that plant isn't. They closed that plant down, but I had taken a security officer. They don't like the word guard. Security officer job. And I sat in this room. It was probably 40 by 40, but it was a concrete block room inside of a concrete block building. So it was really like super durable, but it was the communication center. I watched 96 cameras, watched television, and played on the fastest internet I've ever been. It was straight Ethernet to the internet. It was so fast. It was so fast. So
how fast was it?
it was so fast that I'd get stuff before I asked for it.
That's not bad for off the cuff.
But yeah, and then we had this big. It was a big red button on the console that if there was a fire or anything, we had to push that button, and we called that the $1 million button because as soon as you push that button, all the clean room doors opened for everybody to get out, which let crap in. So then it wasn't a clean room anymore, and it was between loss of production and having to reset everything, it was $1 million. Nobody wanted to push that button ever.
Actually, that's why Glenn doesn't work there anymore. He got bored one day and wanted to see what would happen.
Yeah. I'm like, let's see how fast these bunny suit people run out of the building.
They actually used to sit all the way across the other side of the room, which is like 40 feet, with baseballs, and then chuck balls at it to see who would hit it first. Glenn pulled board that day.
All right, so I'm going to tell a story, and I'm almost ashamed to admit this, but when I first started there, they told me I was going to be working the console, and they sent me there. Well, right as I got there, they had also hired another guy, and they told him he could work the console. And so they stuck me at the front desk, which was awful. And it was like the midnight to 8 in the morning shift. So nobody was coming in or out. So you just sat there and did nothing for the whole night. And it was so horribly boring. Well, finally, the other guy, he was waiting on a call. He had just gone through police academy, and he was waiting on a call from one of the police departments to give him a real job. And so somehow he agreed to let me have the console, and he would work the front desk. and he was really annoying. He was really an annoying guy. And so
like me.
I could see him because I could see all the cameras. And so he would walk around the lobby of the building where the front desk was, and he would do these like weird exercises as he walked around. I'm really ashamed to admit this. And I would wait for him to get all the way to the other side of the lobby, which it was a huge lobby. And I would call the phone. And he was a pretty big guy. I mean, he wasn't fit. And he would then meander his way all the way back to the desk. Right?
You would
Right
prank
before he got there, I'd hang up.
You would prank call him.
And I would do that to him like 50 times a night. I'm ashamed.
Oh my god.
I don't even remember his name, but if you're out there, I'm sorry. Oh.
Shame on you, Glenn.
Oh. Oh. Glenn's true form. I'm telling you, I used to really be a jerk.
Yes.
I've changed my ways, I promise.
You watch a lot of Beavis and Butthead?
What's that?
I said, did you watch a lot of Beavis and Butthead? That's
I
like
watched a lot, but I used to watch it.
that's like something out of that cartoon.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like every time you talk to the guy, you know, like we all had our stations, so we didn't generally get to talk to one another or whatever. But it was like every time you talked to him, he was just kind of a jerk, and it was all about, you know, he was going to be a cop and he was getting out of there and he was better than everybody.
Oh yeah.
You know, now the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm glad I did that to him.
Jerk, that was you? So I had to admit after that, I'm in the best shape of my life.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably 40 feet across this lobby. And he'd be way to the other side, and I'd dial the phone. But, like, he wouldn't go around the desk. He'd reach over the desk, so he couldn't see where the number was coming from. He couldn't see the extension. And he would, like, flail his arms and stuff, and it was so worth it. But admittedly, the supervisor would stand there when I was doing it, and he thought it was funny too. So
that makes it all better.
Was on it too.
I'm telling you, the guy was kind of a jerk.
Yeah. That's funny.
All right, well, let's do a color change. Why is it? What is this? I told it to use number 4 and 5.
Everybody, hang on. This is going to get good.
Hold on. It unloaded the filament, and then it ejects it out the top for me to add new filament.
Maybe
in the
like the stuff you gave it.
Huh?
Maybe it didn't like the stuff you gave it.
I said use number 4 and 5. It printed number 5 like it was supposed to, and now it ejected filament and said, "Okay, insert new filament."
It's like, whatever. I do what I want.
But why is it asking me to freaking insert new filament?
It doesn't like that filament. It wants real filament.
Yeah, it wants some IC3D.
That's right.
The thing says Persian Mint or GTFO. I think that gives a better shot of what's going on.
Carl Brown's in the house.
What's up?
What?
Jeffrey Drew said that's not a jerk thing. That's normal for California. Only I was in Florida. It's not Prusament.
Women don't find you handsome. They should at least find you angry.
I did pick MMU2 as the printer. Hold on, make sure. Original Prusa i3 MK3 MNU2 is the printer.
So I just moved my camera, and the only problem is the clamp attaches to my desk. So if I touch the desk, it's like Jurassic Park in here.
I gotta tell you guys a cute story. So
Is it as cute as the last one? 'Cause that one
no, it won't make me laugh as hard, but it did make me laugh when it happened. So Zach has, he's really gotten into this wanting to do a toy YouTube channel. So he will get toys and not open them until he has a chance to sit here and open them on camera. Like, I don't know. That's a lot of strength for a kid to not open a new toy.
Oh yeah.
And so he's sitting here yesterday with a Lego set, and he's building the Lego set, and he's just rambling, and he says, "Do you know what kind of dinosaur my brother is? A Fatosaurus."
Yeah.
And I'm sitting over at the desk, and I start snickering because it was like I heard him, but I wasn't really listening. And then like it kicked in, and I started to chuckle. Well, then he heard me laughing about it, and he was really running with it. And then I finally had to say to him, "Zach, that's not nice."
But you were laughing, Daddy.
It was pretty funny, just because it just came out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah.
he's a Fatosaurus.
How old is Zach now?
He is 7.
Oh wow.
Well, now that Xander's done, I can slide this printer over onto the whole bench.
You didn't even say goodbye.
Yeah, he did. He just did. You just didn't hear him.
Oh, now I feel like a jerk.
But he left his garbage on the bench like he always does. After the streams, I always find his drink cups and stuff.
This is aggravating. Well, guys, been 2 hours and 15 minutes.
What's your point? I'm not even eating pizza.
I know you're not, but I'm going to go eat some supper.
Oh.
We have some leftover pulled pork from the game yesterday.
I like these streams. Maybe we should start doing them at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon and just do it the whole day.
We could do that. We could make it earlier.
Maybe like once a month we do just like a marathon type stream.
Get up Sunday morning and just get on and go.
Well, I still have to go to church, so it would have to be a little later than that. But
okay.
You could just stream during church.
Thank you, Jake. Sorry, Sean. What?
I said you could just stream during church. We could all do a little church.
There you go. I'll be up there like, hey, can you guys tone it down? I'm trying to stream over here.
Where can I plug this printer in?
Quit singing so loud. I'm trying to stream.
Who's this Jesus guy you keep talking about?
Or like Big Steve said, we could schedule them for Saturday and not show up.
That was pretty funny. But I know exactly what happened. I've had it happen to me.
I do want to apologize because when you pick your day and then you go over and you change the time, it changes the day back to today.
Oh, see, for me, when I do it, like I set the date and time, and then as soon as you change it from like bringing your own encoder to the Google Hangouts, it sets it to now.
Yeah, see, mine is today. Mine is always Google Hangouts, so I never change that. But I noticed when I went back to do it, I changed the date and then I changed the time. And when I changed the time, the date went back to today.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, so, and I didn't really look for it. And I'm sorry that I didn't see your notifications and all that stuff. But I did it right before the game on Saturday. And, you know, during the game, I don't get on social media.
Well, it actually kind of worked out cool because it opened a chat room and then like everybody was hanging out in the chat room. So
yeah, but you know, We had 7 thumbs down before we even started today because of that.
Still interaction.
But yeah, I do apologize for that. That was all me.
I even texted you.
I know. I saw that today, James, when I walked outside. I don't get cell service in the house.
Oh, you liar. You got in, you're like, I hate that Canardian.
No, yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Yeah, 47 watching, 32 thumbs up, and 13 thumbs down.
Ooh. Walter Messery said, well, you sent a text message, but I only got 70% after the exchange rate, so.
How do you guys link the YouTube event to the live stream anyway? I thought I had linked, but it never starts the event, just a new live stream.
What?
3D printing llama.
When you go into the event and you schedule the event, that's it. That's the live stream. I mean,
I think he doesn't realize you have to switch the keys in OBS if you're using OBS.
Yeah, if you're not like this is Google Hangout, so you just click the quick button and everything's great.
Do you guys find that this is a better viewing angle versus the way it was set up before?
Your white balance is shut out.
You're shut out. What do you think of that?
Well, I am. I'm not going to deny that.
Good. Glad we can agree.
That's funny, Robbie Mac.
I got to fix the white balance now. I don't know why. Oh, it's because it screws up every time I turn the camera off. So I turned it off while I was adjusting things. You know how it is when you're live streaming and you're on somebody else's channel, you don't wear pants and you don't want anybody to see that.
Well, yeah, you know.
I don't wear pants on my own streams.
It was really awkward because he also doesn't wear pants when he streams from events.
Yeah,
like, what are you doing? He's like, well, I'm about to go live, so.
You're Murph. Oh, I have to take my pants off.
If you don't want to see it, don't look.
Well, you know, and then the night that I was a big jerk and started streaming during Walter's stream, which I still feel bad about that.
You told me that you keep saying that you feel bad, but you don't really.
But I do feel bad. That was really dick of me. But anyway, so you guys were like busting on me for my socks. And I'll have you know that I have a thing. I won't stream barefoot. Like, I don't wear shoes in my house, so I'm not going to be streaming with shoes on. But I won't stream barefoot.
Why?
I don't know. It's just a mental thing. I don't want y'all to see my feet.
You're right about it being mental.
John Mack keeps asking to see me overexposed. I don't understand what that means.
No, he said you're overexposed.
He wants you to expose yourself.
No, he does not. No, we don't want that.
I'm ready to sell out, but not quite that much.
No, your camera is overexposed.
It shouldn't be now, though. Is it still?
No, it's better now. That's for sure.
Ah, baby, what you doing?
Is this a better viewing angle, though?
Oh my gosh, you okay?
I like it there.
Do we have a medical emergency there, Sean?
Aye, so now it's blocking part of the TV.
You okay, honey? Oh gosh.
Sean's playing with his cat.
And we have a horrendous echo.
That was a catastrophe. A cat ass trophy. Somebody go 3D model a cat ass trophy.
All right. That's what we need.
Got some cat hair in my mouth.
What?
How's that viewing angle?
I was going to say, what are we looking at there?
Maybe the ceiling? I can't tell. It fell funny. I was poking it with something, trying to get it to tilt over to the side a little bit, and apparently it was just like, nope, falling over. Hi.
Oh, you have drop ceiling. Okay. It looked like floor tile.
I couldn't afford both drop ceiling and floor tile, so I just reused floor tile for my drop ceiling.
Excellent. Excellent.
Way to repurpose.
Looks more like excrement than excellent, but you know.
camera down.
Sorry, that was a pretty poopy joke.
I do want to let y'all know I'm only streaming until this thing does a color change, and an actual color change.
Stop making it about race, Walter. Come on.
I know, James. You started it.
Actually, no, that was Sean.
Oh, it was Sean.
That camera angle is why Glenn wears shoes.
Did anybody ever watch the Fast and the Furious movies?
No,
Of course.
Yes.
Does anybody find it? Did nobody proofread the script? At the end of the first one, they go to an event called Race Wars.
Oh my gosh.
And not only that, Vin Diesel goes, Race Wars.
Carl, no, I shut down Discord whenever I stream, man. It takes too much network.
Little kitty can't eat the paint. Poke, poke. What are you doing?
I'm gonna mute you guys so I can talk to my wife.
I can play any song on my cheeks.
Jurassic Park. Indiana Jones?
Mm-hmm. What else are we gonna do? No, that's it.
Mario Brothers.
Wow.
This is what my streams are like all the time, which is why I lose subscribers.
I hear you, man.
Dan was hoping for the other soda cheek.
Oh.
I got a talented set of cheeks. I can fart the alphabet.
All right, so somebody help me out here. I double-clicked on this model, and I look at the object, and when I highlight the different pieces of the STL, I set what extruder it's supposed to use, and it's just not doing it.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
What's that?
Robbie Mack said Bohemian Rhapsody. He wants me to play Bohemian Rhapsody on my face.
Oh, Lord, don't do
Stairway
it.
to Heaven, the whole thing.
Just don't do it.
Don't.
Are we having? But I'm gonna record a full CD of this stuff, and then I'm gonna give it to Glenn for his birthday.
So sweet.
Cheek music by James.
Cheeky music.
Getting
Let me
cheeky
see.
with it.
Cheeky music by James Cameron.
I used to have another YouTube channel. I used to have another YouTube channel where I recorded these and put them up, and I called it Face the Music.
Yes. Yes, I was. God dang it. Tom got it right.
What's that? ID
I had
10T?
the MMU2 written
Put it in single and looking mode instead of
in single mode. And the thing is, it wasn't that one. There was a single mode. But when I changed it, okay, now it's in single. Nope. If I go to single, does it take that away? Yeah. That's ridiculous. In my drop down, if I pick the i3, MK3, MMU2 single, it unchecks single extruder multi-material. When I select just the MMU2, it checks the single extruder multi-material. That's why. Yeah, Tom said he sent a list of 60 bugs, and that's one of them. So this is not going to change colors as I wanted. Let's try again.
That's pretty impressive for him to have found 60 bugs.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's pretty upsetting, actually.
Yeah, but I mean, it's impressive for one person to find 60
Oh yeah,
bugs.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, when you spend the kind of time that he does, you know.
Yeah, one of these days I should take this 3D printing thing seriously. I'm just here for the conventions.
Oh, you're cute.
Did you like that, Sean? Did you see the chat thing?
No, what did it say?
I said they're tired of me playing my cheek music live, so I'll do it in chat.
Okay. Let's try this again with a new STL file. Well, at least it's printing nicely. Very, very nicely. The layers and all that are excellent.
That's what YouTube puts up for subtitles when you play music with your cheeks.
Okay, configuration is not valid. One or more objects were assigned to an extruder that the printer does not have. What the crap? So if I put this in the original, wait, how do I get around that, Tom? Do I have to just uncheck it? Will it let me do that?
Subtitles ruin everything. I turned the subtitles on while I was watching this show Supernatural, and there's this scene where this guy goes to talk to his like ex-girlfriend or whatever, and he's made a decision, so she's never going to see him again. And he's like, things are going to get scary, and I know that you're going to see some stuff, but I want you to know that I've arranged for you to be protected and blah, blah, blah. So it's like this deep, heartfelt moment or whatever. And then he kisses her goodbye, and in the subtitle it says smooches. I took a screen capture of it and put it online. I'm like, kind of ruined the serious undertone of the moment, don't you think? I'm sorry, baby. I'll never see you again. Smooches. Smooches.
Carl said, I thought you were in it for the free stuff. To me, I am in it for the free stuff. I really only started this whole entire thing to see if I could get some company to name Filament after me. So we'll see how that goes.
Still hasn't happened.
Glenn, I want you to know that I'm going to take the audio clip of you just where you paused there. So I'm going to release the audio clip where it says, I really just started this thing to see if I could get some. Glenn, why don't you start a YouTube channel? I really just started this thing so I could get some. See if I could get some.
I'm in it for the chicks.
For the what?
For the chicks.
Oh.
Affectionately, Rufus.
I think that's why Xander does it. We were walking out of Target this afternoon. I right before we ran to Target to get him that Lego set, and as we're walking out, there's these three girls about his age coming in, and the one like double checks him.
Oh.
I said, that girl was checking you out. He goes, yeah, probably.
Hey, Chris is back for the last 30 minutes. It should have been over already, Chris.
Yeah, we're into overtime.
30 minutes over.
He's still in the wrong time zone.
I hear you.
I got the proper colored buttons for Neo Geo because they couldn't even do that on their mini arcade cabinet. They just used gray buttons because they're dumb. For copyright reasons, it's going to be inspired by. I'm not calling it a Neo Geo mini cabinet.
Are they even a thing anymore? They're not even a thing.
Neo Geo just released their own miniature arcade cabinet, but they used an analog stick from an Xbox like 360 controller instead of an actual micro-switched joystick. And then they put a joystick topper on top of it. And then instead of having the buttons 4 in a line, they put them like 2 and 2. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. And they used a 3.5-inch screen. And I was like, I'm going bigger than that.
Yeah.
Go big and go home.
Go.
Chris said time zones are hard.
Time zones are hard.
Yeah.
So I don't have any more room for arcade cabinets after this one. So I'm going to have to find other channels to do partnerships with where I design them and they print them and build them themselves.
Glenn hasn't been on Twitter today, huh? People are laughing at 3D Printing Nerd's old picture of Glenn when he had hair. How does Joel have a picture of me when I had hair?
That's a good question.
You have posted it, so maybe you kept a copy of it. Or you photoshopped it.
Yeah, I mean, I did release it out, but what I thought was funny was I was watching the assembly of his, I already told you guys, that big car and then the big RC car and still got my sticker on it.
Yeah, I saw that this morning. That was funny.
I only stuck it on with blue tape, though. I didn't even actually stick it on there.
I think he might have just stuck it on.
He's such a nice guy. He really is. I don't.
Did you
don't know.
exchange back and forth with him, with me and him yesterday?
What's that?
The back and forth I had with Joel yesterday on Sean's video, or Sean's post about doing a collab.
Oh yeah, Sean Connolly.
Yeah. Where Sean was like, and I'm going to be able to do an epic collab with Joel Telling, and I was like, isn't every video that Joel releases an epic collab with you?
Almost.
And then Joel responded in all caps that he couldn't deny that.
Well, when we were in the car and I said to Xander, I said Sean may come on with us today on Fun in the Kuntry Basement. He goes, "Oh, which Sean?" And I'm like, "What do you mean which Sean?" and at first I thought he meant like, IC3D Sean or just not IC3D Sean, like that. And he's like, "Well, like Joel Sean." And I said, "Oh, I didn't think about that, but I don't really know that he'd ever come on with us."
I mean, if he knows what's good for him, he won't. Joel's editor comes on our stream. Joel loses 100,000 subscribers.
I don't know what Carl's talking about.
What Carl's talking about? What?
Oh God, I'm gonna get epilepsy.
Oh, Tristan said it's called a Near Geo. I like that.
We can do SOS.
There was a guy that has a character called, oh my God, I don't remember. Anyways, he does these videos and they're joke videos, and like he's obsessed with the Neo Geo arcade cabinet. And then he released a music video where he wrote a song, and then they like put a Neo Geo arcade cabinet running on batteries on the back of a trailer hooked up to a truck and had him drive around town while singing the theme song and playing. It's very well done. So I got a buddy that kind of knows him. I said, "Can you ask him if I can use the Neo Geo song that he used for my video when I release it? Because I don't want to get a copyright strike, but like this Neo Geo, 4 bright buttons and 2 joysticks." Now Walter's going to sing.
This dual color thing is not working now.
The camera came back and Walter's got the same color going into all 4 extruders.
No.
Did it ever work, Walter?
No, it did. It would change color. I actually have a multicolor piece around here somewhere, right here, where it actually did change color, right there. But that's number 1 and 2, and I wanted to do 4 and 5, and now it's just doing 1 color. It's not even trying to change color. It's not doing the tower at all. So I know it's not going to change colors. Oh, this is aggravating, guys. I hate it.
Well, if 3D printing was easy, everybody'd be doing it.
Oh, I know, right? Well, one thing is, it may be the operator. I did, Tony Ryan. I did set the extruders for the different parts. When you double click the model in Slick 3R, it brings up the object, which has the parts in it.
Let's start with this. Filament Frenzy already has this up and running on his.
Yeah.
Get him to send you a section of G code where he's already got something sliced and see if it works.
Well, I need something with the 4th and 5th extruders.
He'll take something with whatever extruders and you'll like it.
Yeah, I can do it with 1 or 2. I've got a 2-part benchy that Prusa sliced on here that'll do 1 and 2. I want it on 4 and 5.
Why? Because that's where you have your filament loaded?
That's where I have my filament loaded.
That's lazy.
Whatever.
The first time he runs out of filament on one of the channels, he just throws the printer out. I'm not changing that.
If I hit OK and I hit slice now, and I go to preview, yeah, it's showing the extruder 4 and 5. But it's not doing a white tower at all. There's no white tower on this. So wait,
something to enable the white tower.
Where's the purge settings? There's no purge settings. If you uncheck that box, then there's no purge settings. How do you get around this?
I thought it just wiped into the infill.
No, it can't completely wipe into infill. Not on a benchy. That's what I mean. But if I check, okay, when I go to print settings on multiple extruders, wait, where's that? It's on printer settings. Under general, it says capabilities, extruders 5, and then it says single extruder multi-material. I have that unchecked. Oh, under, hold on, print settings. Under, the white tower is enabled. It is enabled. Do I need to set up a screen share so you can see what I'm doing? Y'all care if I do that real quick, guys?
No.
Go for it.
Let me add a screen share here. Hold on. You can see what I've got. All right, so now I need to add a display capture. Main monitor. Hit OK. And that's the one I want to do, and I want to hit that and hit OK. So can y'all see that now?
I can't. It's too little.
It's too little?
Yeah, that's not your fault. It's my small monitor and bad eyeball.
Hold on. Let me add a media source. Well, I don't need to be on it. You can see me. All right, so y'all can see me, right? Okay.
We can see your slicing settings, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. So right here, I've got enable white tower. And if I go to the printer settings, this is on the MMU2 plain profile. This box was checked for single extruder multi-material. Do I need to download new software? I mean,
you would have had the most, I mean, other than the beta, but you would have had the most recent update when you originally installed the MMU2.
Well, yeah, but I went through and I went ahead and updated it as per Shane's instructions. But right now it's 3.4.1, which is the same one I downloaded. So I don't understand it. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If I go to my platter here, I'll show you my settings. Oh, that's preview. Let me go to 3D. If I double click, I set the default, the whole object to 5. That's probably my fault right there, right? That box should be checked. It's doing single extruder mode when I do that. If I check this box, it asks me to change filament. All right, so let's go back to the platter to make sure I'm right then. Okay, the object itself is set to default. I've got the first part of this set to number 4 and the second part of this set to number 5. And I hit OK. Is that correct? Or am I going too fast or whatever for this? Yeah, those I don't care about. The object itself needs to have an extruder, not the default. So if I click here, does it matter which one I pick? Here, I'll pick 4.
Chris Riley said to click the wipe tower for a second.
Okay. I clicked the wipe tower. It's all one color. I can't really do anything with it. Is it supposed to be something different than that, Chris? So now when I preview this, oh, got to slice it, right?
Walter would have
Okay,
helped if I told you I believe in you. There you go.
So now it's working. All right. So let's put the card in here and overwrite my file, and let's try again. I also need to redo my other stuff. Let's do it with the 4 and 5. Hit save. Yes, overwrite it.
There's at least an 18% chance this will work this time, guys.
18%.
Yeah, but I did it, so that drops tremendously.
No, I factored in the Walter factor.
Oh, did you? Okay. All
But then I added the Filament Frenzy factor. Or the FFF.
The
NFFs?
factor.
No, that's what happens if it doesn't work. Because you hear Walter go, and then the stream goes dead.
Yeah.
Technical difficulty.
All right, so let's go back to here.
I can see your desktop. Oh my God, you're blurry.
Oh, no, I'm not. Really? Darn.
I changed your name to Bill Blurry.
Bill Blurry.
There, you're better. On Glenn's sharp now.
It'd be great if I could find my mouse. There it is. I'm not blurry. I'm clear as crystal.
Who's Crystal?
Crystal meth.
Power Thirst is crystal meth.
All right. Then I have to recalibrate my loading again because now number 4 doesn't want to load. Or number 5.
I'm a cheap substitute for Chris Riley today.
Well, you got a basement. That's what that's one of the prerequisites.
It's true. This isn't the basement.
I'm wearing my Chris Riley shirt, so
We need to have a MMU2 emotional support call. Don't think I won't, man. When I hang up this stream, I'm calling you, man. No, I'm probably not. I'm probably going to go eat like I told Glenn I was going to do earlier.
Like an hour and a half ago?
Yeah, right.
I got to go eat too. My gas station sushi is sweating on the table.
gross. It was probably sweating before you got it, though.
Yeah, but at least
before you got it.
At least whatever's inside it doesn't look like it's moving anymore. I picked up a roll of filament today, and there's a giant brown spider inside it, like that big. So just calmly carried the roll of filament outside and left it there and waiting for it to wander off on its own.
You didn't light the roll of filament on fire?
I was ready to take out the other ones too.
Did it? All right, hold on just a minute. Let this start. She said the vase finished, so you do get to see this filament.
Yeah, see, he was faking this whole not multi-color printing thing just to keep us on here so he could show off this vase.
Walter's band name is called Ace of Vase.
Ace of Vase?
Yep.
Ace of
All that I wanted was a vase. Or is that all that she wants?
I was trying to think of something to do with Cruel Summer, but I can't think of a 3D printed related parody of it. 2 hours later.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have issues with this because it's not wanting to load the blue. You'll never guess what 2 colors I'm printing in, by the way.
Is it blue and orange?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, James, you got it right off the bat, man. I forgot you were smart. Nobody else could have got that.
Xander made a comment to me the other day. In fact, it might have just been yesterday. He said, if Walter ever builds an FK1, it'll be blue and orange.
Well, yeah.
What is it, Papa?
He'll sit there with acrylic paint, painting the extrusion.
No, I'll just order them powder coated. Or anodized. You can't, I don't want to powder coat it, I don't guess. He is using wheels to run over it, by the way. That's right, Tony Ryan, orange. Aren't you glad I didn't say yellow?
Did you just call me yellow?
You are yellow. What you gonna do about it?
Ooh, you don't even want to know.
Nothing, because you're yellow.
Whoa.
Trying to find a good diagram of how to put the BL Touch on the Duet Wi-Fi board, and it's like there's lots of pictures out here, but none of them are super clear.
And I know that my camera's not going to do this justice, but this thing is gorgeous, man. Look at that.
So shiny.
It's called Dark Crystal.
That's pretty neat.
It is. It's a beautiful filament.
The brighter version of it's called Crystal Light.
I see where you went there.
Hey, we can't use Crystal Light. This is country time, remember?
This is country time. There's never been anything close to a real lemon in it.
Except for me, James. Except for me, buddy. But I had to make it taller. So it would fit the girls' vases, the girls' flowers.
That's real pretty, Walter.
It is pretty. I know, right?
I like it.
This stuff, and it's, you know, it's, you can kind of see it's translucent. It's
Oh yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah, it is real nice.
Unlike that cat.
Is that a gradient?
Cat butt.
It's called the low poly rose vase.
Huh.
On Thingiverse.
Is it a benchy yet?
Well, I'm printing the benchy right now.
I just realized this one's going to work 100% because Chris Riley's now in the stream.
I know.
He's the patron saint of benchies.
Yeah, Chris Riley. I have been trying to print Chris Riley's all night, and they're printing really nicely. I mean, the layers and stuff are beautiful.
Let's all pray to Brother Chris that this benchy prints right. I see a purge tower.
Yes, there is a purge tower. So now we just let her go. Let me take this stuff back in there because I actually have to take this to work with me tomorrow.
Hey, look, his pants are blue and orange.
Chris Riley, don't worry, he's on the video, man. I didn't have any clue either. I think it would have been even funnier had we both released at the same time. Getting to the point where you and James are both ripping me off all the time.
Well, to be fair, my 3D printer that I designed actually prints right now, so.
Oh,
man.
Not bad.
Shit's getting real.
Actually, I don't remember the last time I fired up the printing. I don't need any more 3D printers. That's the thing. Because I was talking to Sean, I'm like, I don't have any more room for 3D printers. I've got so many that just do nothing at all times anyways.
Yeah, I got one of those. It holds IC 3D boxes.
I'll give you $50 and a box of White Castle for it.
That's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. I'm going to give it one more college try. I'm going to put that control board I bought from Chris on there, and we're going to see what happens. But if it doesn't shape up, then I'm done with it. I'm parting it out.
Is that one of the knockoff CR10s?
Yeah, it's ANET E12.
Okay.
And I mean, like, Xander's big rocket printed on that thing just fine. So it's like once in a while I can get something out of it, and then the rest of the time it's just a pain. But it was a bad main board, and I swapped into another main board that I know had a problem. So now I can't trust it. Like, I can't do a long print on it. I can't trust it to handle it.
Yeah.
So it's just
that's what my CR10 was doing when I first got it, and then the board caught on fire.
That's fun.
Yeah. I was like, what smells like burning plastic? And it's not the plastic I'm printing.
I think I'm going to dismantle my X5S. I think I've given up on it. I'm looking over it now, and the cable chain is actually like to the point sagging so much now that it's rubbing against the belts. I think I'm going to dismantle it and try and build a slightly larger than average CR10 out of it.
Yeah, because those don't have much hope.
Oh.
Jay from State Farm said Chris Riley's videos because he is better because he gives away free stuff.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember when my board caught on fire at Earth?
Yes.
I was talking to some kid about my printer. He's like, "Hey, you got a fair amount of smoke coming out from underneath that." I looked and I'm like, "Crap." It was Sean's fault because Sean was like, "Hey, you've been printing PLA on that thing. You want to print our new PETG on there?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" Yeah, PETG put too much of a strain on the electronics for the print bed, and it started smoking. They always give me weird looks there because I'm soldered wires directly to the output instead of going through the twist-on connectors. Aren't you worried it's going to catch on fire again? I'm like, well, at least if it happens this time, I won't have any way to stop it. Just let her go.
Y'all know I'm getting hungry because I'm eating gummy bears.
No way.
Yeah,
Hey, eat the sugar-free ones and then tell us how your night is.
now I'm eating the ones that came with my MK2 upgrade.
Oh, let me tell you what. I bought some. They were hard candies. I bought them at the dollar store, but they're sugar-free. If you eat like, 4 of those, your night's set. Let me tell you. Those things will mess you up.
Fun King spent his entire night on his throne.
I just can't understand why it is that we have all this modern science and they can't figure out a sweetener that doesn't rip up your intestines. And I'll tell you, I mean, if you ever need a laxative, don't bother buying one. Just get some sugar-free candy. It's much more pleasant to eat and does the job 5,000 times better. I'm really getting very disorganized with this project. I was keeping everything together, and now it's starting to get out of control.
Are we at the color change yet?
No, we're quite a ways from the color change, James.
Oh, set this Bondtech box over here. You know, Bondtech, one of my sponsors for the FK1 project.
I'm pretty sure.
I might duck out before you guys do. I got a bunch of stuff I got to finish before Kay gets back tomorrow.
Thing about it is, I'm gonna have to duck out too. The color change on this thing takes 5 hours to print. So,
well, it'll be a regular speed benchy pretty much, except for the purge, like the little bit of time on the purge tower until it gets to the first color change.
right.
Then it's gonna get super slow. Did anybody else pre-order the Chameleon?
I looked at it, but the only printer I have that it would
Later,
work
James.
on is the E12.
And I wasn't talking to print and play, James.
I picked one up for the CR10. That's one of the guys that was working with PrinterBot on the printer belt that put that out, and everything he's done has been awesome. So I figured I'd get in on the ground floor.
Well, it's a really cool concept. I like the concept of it.
What is it called?
The Chameleon.
It
I think on Twitter it's 3D Chameleon or something like that. Is the
yeah, bolts onto your printer, and it uses like a wiping arm to physically move the filament out of your extruder or out of your hot end and push the next one in, so that you can do multicolor without electronic modification to the printer.
Huh. Interesting.
I love that BL Touch makes these packaging look like a face. I mean, even like they put the screw or the springs in there and stuff, so it looks like a little face. Oh, BL Touch, another one of my sponsors for the FK1 project.
Chris, there's actually printer belt went out, but there's another one called Black Belt. Is that right?
Yeah, black belt, but the black belt's like 10 grand.
yeah, it's expensive.
And it's not open source, I take it.
No.
Yeah,
And that's why Brooke was having so much trouble.
I thought they released the files for it.
They either did or they're going to for the printer belt because they want to keep that going. Brooke's back and chatting on PrinterBot or the PrinterBot Twitter account again.
Yep.
He's trying to do. He's got a Patreon going. He wants to start doing tutorial videos and stuff, and he's hoping to get some of his stuff out into the community open source. So
He's working on some type of motor also. Some type of like green motor. I don't know. I heard him talking about that. Or saw something that he posted.
So the other thing I backed to is I backed the Spectra 5 Kickstarter campaign, which basically looks like a palette. Well, no, it looks more like the Prusa. Well, I guess the palette too, yeah, because the new version of the palette kind of does what the MM2 does, right? Where it's the it just switches between, like, it only uses 2 motors and it switches between the gears to move the different colors.
Right.
So the Spectre 5 does that. It'll bolt onto any printer and it does 5 colors or 5 materials. So we'll see how that goes.
Man, you can
Well,
tell
that chameleon in the beta stage, he's only asking like $50. It's really, really cheap.
Yeah. I jumped on it. It was over $2,000 Canadian, but you know.
you can tell
$2,000 Canadian.
you can tell my PETG has absorbed lots of water.
Yeah, but G will do that real easily.
I never succeed in printing PETG. Every time I print PETG, it's an utter failure.
Oh, it printed, but you can see where it was hissing and stuff on the outside of the print, and I think it'll work for what I need it for.
Well, I'm going to cut out at 7 o'clock, so 4 more minutes.
Yeah, I think we're going to cut out at 7 as well.
I'm gonna stay till 9.
You go right ahead. I mean, just to let all of you know, you won't be able to see Glenn.
No, it'll just be a blank screen.
Right.
But know I'm here. Know that I'm here in heart.
Oh, James, I wanted to show you this. So my dad came down to watch my cat when I was in New York, and he brought me this glass.
I didn't know you drinking from the Wolverine tumbler.
Yeah, it's actually glass.
Oh, okay. That looks cool.
It's like my favorite cup.
Everybody loves Wolverine.
Yeah, he doesn't get enough hype.
Deadpool.
I came across this designer, and I'm going to try and record a video on his stuff tonight because I got to put something out. But he's been designing Funko Pop inspired characters.
Oh, cool.
So this is Bob from Reboot, but I'm doing a video on one of his other characters. Like I said, I'll hopefully film it tonight. This stuff's pretty cool. It's up on Thingiverse, so you guys keep an eye out. I will hopefully publish the video today or tomorrow, and it'll have links to his stuff. His name is Matt. He does really cool designs.
What's his name?
Matt. I don't have his last name handy though, but the link will be included when I release the video, so everybody has to watch it.
I watched Wolverine the musical last night, otherwise known as The Greatest Showman.
Why are you crying?
Wow, these wires for the BL Touch are so small and so fine. This is challenging.
You're fine.
Thank you.
They're so fine, they blow my mind.
Hey, wires. Hey, wires.
Hey, wires, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, wires.
I gotta figure out what I'm gonna design after I finish designing arcade cabinets, because there's only so many times I can do this before people are like, unsub.
Start doing handheld devices.
Like NSFW ones? Oh, you mean like handheld game systems? Gotcha.
Yeah. Whatever you want to call it, James.
I bought the parts to do that. I've already done one, but there's like zero interest in it. I designed a knockoff of the Arduo Boy. And
okay.
I was supposed to be a 3-part series, and I released the first 2 videos, and nobody's asked for part 3, so I haven't gone back and finished it because I don't think anybody cares.
Hey, I think Glenn should get on his phone, and Chris should get on his phone and join us from the airport.
That'd be fun.
Then he won't be able to see chat, but you know.
Walter just starts yelling stuff really loud over the thing that'll get him like pulled in for questioning.
No, I wouldn't do that. Glenn might, but I wouldn't. Y'all heard that story Glenn told, right?
You don't even mess around with that stuff.
Yeah, Tom, I have a tiger. He thinks he is.
He's great.
He's great. You like your cornflakes? Do you like your cornflakes?
Okay, I'm gonna say my goodbye and cut out. There's the 7 o'clock deal.
Go ahead and tell them how to find you and all, James.
So I'm Print and Play on YouTube. I'm JC Print and Play on Twitter, and that's pretty much where I'm the most active. I have Facebook and Instagram and stuff. I don't do much on those though. So videos on YouTube and communication on Twitter. That's the easiest way to find me. And just remember, until next time.
Later, James. Hey, if y'all are not, he left. If y'all are not subscribed to James, go subscribe to James.
He pulled one of those before we could tell him bye.
James rocks. Well, I printed my new part, and guess what? It looks just like the old part, except it's not broken.
Amazing how that worked.
Well, that's good news.
Isn't that amazing?
Don't break that one.
I hate when you print a new part and it's broken.
I know, right? Yeah, let's put it together and see what we got. Should be getting close to this this change here. Service probably suck. It might suck. So what? Who cares? Nobody cares but you, Christopher.
Jeffrey Druso said we should go for another 3 hours.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm trying to make it until the color change here, but I can't do that.
We should work on setting that up where once in a while we do like just a marathon stream, and we just have to make sure we have good projects for that day.
Right?
Because the streams go so much faster.
Well, they do, and it does help out when you have multiple people working on chat. You know.
Yeah, that is the one thing about these streams is that chat gets neglected. Nobody acknowledges Jake from State Farm.
Oh, but he'll let you know.
I know.
Well, tolerances ain't worth a crap. How about that?
That was the biggest thing when I did my 2.5 upgrade. And here I'm printing all the parts for this thing. And so all of a sudden I put it back together and I had to start completely over. I was really, really, really disappointed in the upgrade. And then I was mad at myself for doing it, not just waiting. But it's better now. It's still not as good as it was. I mean, I had super, super tight tolerances on that printer. And now it's a little sloppier, but
well, I just had to clean the hole out just a little bit, that's all.
hate when that happens.
Yeah, I know. But if it works, it works. I think we're fixing to do a color change here shortly. Oh, no, not quite yet. Not quite yet.
Acknowledge me.
Is he back again?
Yeah.
You were acknowledged earlier, sir.
Tell you what, these pins on this BL Touch are so small that I think I need a third pair of glasses. Over on my regular workbench, I also have a magnifying glass lamp stand thing, which helps with stuff like this. But
you get one of those the jeweler lenses.
Yeah, the loops.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been super tedious today, but it needed to get done.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Excellent.
That looks like red and brown.
Should be getting closer, though.
Chris Riley, did we talk about Murph? Kind of, not really.
No, but we're all excited about it.
That is true. Yeah, I told Regina when it was. She looked at the calendar and said we should be okay. So I'm happy with that.
It's the last weekend of March, right?
Yeah. It's the weekend after it was last year, I think.
Yeah. And then,
you gonna stop by the shop on your way?
I think that's the plan.
Sweet.
Wait, where's y'all shop at?
Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, I don't go that way.
Well, you will this year.
Why will I this year?
Because we're having a private party just for me.
Well, why? Why would I drive? Why would I drive 8 hours out of my way?
Holy smokes!
How is that 8 hours out of your way?
If I go over and go straight up through Alabama, I never even get close to Columbus, Ohio, bud.
So then you go in through Illinois?
You come up from under it, right?
I come up from under Indiana and go straight up Indiana.
Huh. Well, you're going to miss a good get-together.
Yeah, it seems like there's going to be quite a few people that are going to show up.
What day are you going to have it?
Probably Thursday.
Oh, well, see, we'd probably leave on Wednesday.
We'll have it on Wednesday.
No, I'm saying we would leave the house on Wednesday. We stop and spend the night. You idiot.
It's 3 hours and 40 minutes from Murph.
Yes.
So 6 hours out of my way then.
Well, not if you go up there the right way and don't take some screwy backwoods route.
Dude, I'm going to tell you the way we went this last time, we went on a new interstate that I don't think anybody knew about because it was 4 lanes of traffic and we passed maybe 1 car per hour.
Wow. No, the trip to Murph wasn't bad other than the accident that happened on I-75 the first night, but the trip to Earth, on the other hand, was miserable.
I don't even want to talk about that.
That
was terrible.
Is 75 under construction by you?
294-961.
I don't know if it's under construction right here, but it's under construction a lot of the way.
Yeah, it seems like up north it's under construction all the time. It's been like that for years and years.
Yeah, well, and see, what's crazy is like, you know, we had taken a trip a few years back, and like we were in South Dakota, and they were repaving the road, and they had like the pavement eater machine going, and with the dump truck, and then the sweeper, and then the new asphalt, like all in one line. I mean, it was long. It was like a couple miles of these machines moving. They were eating it and repaving it in one shot. I thought that does not happen here in Florida. Because
no, it doesn't happen here either.
Well, because like we have weather all year that they can work, so they take a long time to repave roads down here. It's like, you know, South Dakota, they only have like 2 weekends and they got to have it all done. So
crazy.
It's the last weekend of March. It's like the 29th and 30th, or you'll have to move it because we won't be here.
From Indiana, Chris? Not far. Let me double check real quick. It shouldn't be too far from Indiana.
They say it's in the same building. Oh, I know it's at the fairgrounds, but I was hoping they'd get that larger building.
Well, and that was, I mean, I guess part of the issue with that was that building is used every year. The bigger building is used every year that at that time, that they would have to do it later in the year. And I don't know how much later. Because, yeah, it was Saturday was nuts. There was a lot of people in that building.
It really was a lot of people.
Chris, I'm about 2.5 hours from Indiana.
Thought about flying into Indy instead of Chicago.
You just fly into Columbus. I'll drive you the rest of the way.
Hey, Arduino makes. Yes, it is. It is very large.
It's huge. Yeah, it's a big boy. I'm getting tired of moving it around. I'm thinking about going and buying another one of these benches just so I can leave it on this bench and just slide the benches around.
Dan, my hand's healing fine. I just have a Band-Aid on it now. I had to keep it compressed the last few days because it was bleeding. Now it's just pus, and it's healing pretty quickly, actually. I'm surprised.
And you did that with a tape gun?
No, I was saving orphan dolphins from a bus.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I was pretty heroic, actually.
Yeah,
I
somebody
did
told me it was a bear attack.
Well, you know, bear, dolphin, same thing.
Bear, dolphin, same thing.
The bear attacked you while you were rescuing the dolphins?
Yeah.
You were rescuing the dolphins from the bear.
From the bears getting hit by a bus. So I was trying to save a whole population of animals. And, you know, they just didn't like that.
Plus, it was a school bus, my wife said.
Yeah, yep, school bus.
School bus with dolphins on it.
With
Well, it was a field trip bus.
Oh, so it was like a Marine Lab school bus that they were taking a field trip on.
Yeah, Miss Frizzle was driving, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did it with a tape gun. I was an idiot. I was holding the box from the bottom, and I went straight down.
Well, those blades on them things are gnarly.
Oh yeah, they are. They're no joke. They are no joke. I learned that quickly.
Jeffrey, did you post that question publicly on Twitter or DM?
Just can't say.
I think we're getting close to the first color change.
Oh, I see it. Oh, that looks sweet. Thank you, Jeffrey. That is awesome, brother.
What is it?
The mask, the Fortnite mask that Xander wants for his Halloween costume. He was able to clean up and get the buckles off of it and stuff.
Oh, sweet.
Because I'll just punch holes through it and put regular straps on it. It doesn't have to be authentic. He just wants to, I don't even know what that character is called now. I can't remember. I'm not a Fortnite person, but.
What are you doing?
That is awesome. Thank you, brother. Hey, Glenn, you do mailbag. I need to send you link and public the file. Yes, I did the mailbag. It is coming out tomorrow. What you sent me may or may not be visible right this moment. I'm not going to point it out because that video doesn't come out till tomorrow. But it was hysterical.
I'm debating if I should hand out candy this Halloween or not. I don't know what it's like in my area.
Yeah, see, that's hard. Here, nobody comes.
Yeah.
It's one house per acre, so the houses are so far apart that no kid wants to walk that.
And now it's unloading filament 4 and ejecting.
Oh, that's his Prusa. I heard that beeping, and I thought, where's that beeping coming from?
Yeah, it says ejecting filament. So for some reason, it loaded my filament. It unloaded the blue. It loaded the orange. It got it down to the extruder. Then it ejected it and said, okay, now change it. Yes, I know. I'm going to clip it and say, yes, you're good. I know. I get it. Yes. Now, let's see if you friggin' load this time.
I'm yelling. Got cap locks on.
Did you have to change your extruder, Walter?
What's that?
You too?
Say again?
Did you have to change the whole extruder out like the old one?
Yeah, they give you the new parts for the extruder and all. So, I mean, you use the new fan is basically all you're getting with the extruder. But you get a different PTFE tube, and your connector up top has a screw-in PTFE adapter.
Okay.
So, I mean, there are some changes, but all of that comes with it. I just don't understand why I'm having to manually change filament after a filament change.
Give me a couple more minutes. So Tony Ryan said, at Sean, hand out snack packs of hummus. Every kid loves hummus. You will be the hit of the neighborhood.
Maybe where I grew up, they would. Not here.
Chris Riley said, I've been killing it with videos this week. Thanks. I needed stuff to watch while traveling. Yeah, there'll be mailbag tomorrow and then Xander Sing Thursday on Thursday. The next two Xander Sing Thursdays turned out really good. I have to think about which. Yeah, next week's, not this week's, but next week's the joke is. I mean, this week's the joke was good, but next week you just got to watch. This week, what I did with Xander was I looked up a joke and I handed him my phone. Like, I didn't tell him the joke ahead of time, so I made him read it off the cuff. And so his reactions are all super genuine. It's pretty funny. And the dumber the jokes, the better. I just love it when we come across stuff. Like, if I read it and I go, that's really dumb, and then I read it again and I start to chuckle, that's the one we use.
Has he done the blue elephant joke yet?
Yeah, he did.
How to kill a blue elephant?
The blue elephant gun?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I can't remember what, because we kind of try to theme the joke to whatever the print is if we can, but I don't know what one that one came out with.
All right. So now what are we doing now? We're unloading the orange now. So let's see if it reloads the blue.
Hey, stop eating that.
Yeah.
Orange is unloaded.
I think it's blue. The case is blue. It's the one on top. Yeah, there's a black case and a blue case. I want the blue case one because that's the one with the Bluetooth in it.
All right, it's pulling the filament in. So
Duet sends you like all of these connectors and stuff, which I want to give a huge shout out to those guys. One of my sponsors for the FK1, but no, they send you all these connectors and then like ferrules and stuff for the even like fiber washers, which I printed my own, but like ferrules for the wire, which is cool, but I don't have one of those crimpers, so now I'll have to order one. I love new tools. That's what Chris Riley said at the end of his video today.
I love
new tools.
The smell of new tools.
What's that?
I said I love the smell of new tools.
Oh yeah. Well, some of them just smell like China.
China smells pretty good.
Yeah. You ever walk into a Harbor Freight? They all smell exactly the same.
Yep, they do. Every Harbor Freight does.
When my mom came back from China, she had brought a bunch of like souvenirs and stuff, and when I opened the box, smelled just like a Harbor Freight. I kid you not. And I worked at, well, it was so funny because when I worked there, like we live in an area that's predominantly, we'll call them retirees. And like the women would come in with the husbands, and the women were always like, they would cringe and they would go, the smell in here. And I'd go, that's the smell of China, ma'am.
That's what China smells like.
Tony Ryan, yes, you see colors, but it's still not changing correctly. I don't know what I've gotten wrong in the slicer, but it's not changing the color correctly.
That's the one. Thank you.
Is what Sean's YouTube is Big Steve? I have no clue. Who's Big Steve?
Yeah, yours is Art Mod.
Mine's Art Mods.
But you got a underscore in there too, don't you?
For Twitter,
underscore mods.
For Twitter, it's Art Mods underscore.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I was thinking was Twitter's. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for YouTube, I can never remember. It's either Art Mods or Seananigans.
It's pretty bad that you can't remember your own YouTube.
I know. That just shows how much I'm on it.
That's bad. That's bad marketing.
At least I'm honest.
True. I'm going to blood test myself right here live on YouTube.
Go ahead.
Hey.
Take your blood sugar.
Diabetes awareness right here, brother.
Dang right. Show them how to do it.
By the way, I have a phobia of needles. And I get to do this.
All right, let's see if it does the color change without having me intervene this time.
And they gave me a meter, but that wasn't cool enough. I had to get one that had Bluetooth in it, so I bought my own. It's the part I hate. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood like that.
Dodgeball.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
I'm done bleeding already. 245. Had too many carbs today.
This time it did not make me do the manual change.
Yeah, it was actually in the better for you. Yeah.
Yeah, start nibbling on my arm.
It's too late. I didn't put a picture in with that one.
What's up, One Raz? Sean, Big Steve asked you if you were a regular streamer.
I do not stream. I put out videos. But I do like to stream, but I just never have. I don't know. I don't think I would want to stream by myself. I've done it in the past on Twitch with video games and stuff, but I don't play video games anymore. So
Something with a lid.
bye, Arduino makes.
Bye, Thomas.
Later.
Amber Alert canceled for missing baby last seen in Sanford, but it doesn't say whether they found the baby or not.
I hate when they do that. They should give you an update on, like, did they find him or what?
Child was found safe. Thank you.
If I could figure out why it asked me to change that filament after that first color
So that
change,
nobody pokes himself or. All right.
I think this would be okay.
Yes, please.
Does it communicate directly to the NC?
Yeah, it does.
So maybe there's some type of script issue.
Well, and Filament Frenzy was saying that he's found 60 bugs, but I wonder if it's because I had no, that can't be it.
Tom Llama, I will sneak that link into the video description for tomorrow. Yes, yes.
All right, guys, we've got a color change on here. I am going to have to recalibrate the loading because the number 4 is not loading correctly to the right length. So either I'm going to do that after we get off stream and try to print another Benchy for tomorrow night, or I will do it on stream tomorrow when I change the gears, which I'm probably going to have to do again anyway. Because I'm not going to sit here by hand and manually feed number 5 in here.
Lazy.
I know, man.
Tony Ryan asked me for Halloween, do I test at 2 places on my neck? You know. No, it's this new doctor made me start testing. The old doctor never made me test because his point was, what was I going to do about it? Because I don't take insulin shots. I just take a pill. And this doctor's like, I want you monitoring twice a day. So now I have to stick myself constantly. And I truly hate needles. Well, I got some stuff accomplished today because this whole end of the harness is ready to be connectorized and plugged in as soon as I know what order the stepper motors go in. So that's exciting.
Yeah. I got my Mark III NC housing done, all painted and everything.
Yes, sir.
Printed with Fun King 3D yellow.
Wait. Fun King 3D Yellow PETG by IC3D.
A proud sponsor of the FK1.
Yes, one of the great sponsors of the FK1 project. Who did I miss? Open Builds. If you guys are looking for some great V-slot, I have to recommend Open Builds. And every once in a while, they do free shipping weekends, which are pretty awesome. I got BL Touch. I have to turn on my sponsors banner so that I remember everybody. Of course, E3D sponsored the hot end, the V6. And I think the only one that I haven't mentioned tonight is Walter himself. Walter sponsored the stepper motors. So, and then of course my awesome fans who keep buying stuff off my wish list and sending it over. We have one fan who is Scott McClellan, who bought, I think, every bit of the wire, but maybe 2 spools. So everything that I've been working on tonight was courtesy of Scott McClellan, and it's greatly appreciated.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
You should take up model building, get yourself some sharp X-Acto knives, fear of needles. Pfft. You know, the funny part is I'd rather be cut than stabbed. I don't, you know, like, they're always like, I need a blood sample. I'm like, well, let me just pick a scab, you know, like.
I know, I hate needles too, and everyone's like, but you have tattoos. Why do you hate needles? You should love needles. I'm like, no, that's not how that works.
No, well, Xander has the same problem. We both have very, very sensitive skin, you know, not sensitive emotionally, but physically sensitive. But he hates needles as well. In fact, we went in, he had to have some blood drawn at the lab, and he was screaming, "I'm going to die, I'm going to die." And you could hear it. I mean, it's not that big of a place, but you could hear it through the whole place, and all the retirees out in the lobby were chuckling at him.
All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to end it right here.
Okay, everybody.
Go ahead, Glenn.
Oh, well, hey, everybody. I'm Glenn, and sometimes there's a Xander here. And we are Fun King 3D, a father and son team who likes to do 3D printing and electronic projects. And, of course, my big claim to fame right now is this beautiful beast right here, the FK1. It's all I talk about anymore because it has become my sole existence. Xander and I will be at Orlando Maker Faire November 10th and 11th. Surprisingly enough, it's in Orlando. And Xander does Xander Sing Thursdays every Thursday at noon. And we can be found everywhere at Fun King 3D. I think that's it for me.
All right, Sean.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sean. You can find me on YouTube as Art Mods or Sean Nanigans, S-E-A-N, Nanigans. Or you can find me on the Twitters as Art Mods with an _ after that. And if you're looking for some awesome filament that works really well with your printers, you go to IC3D, their website, ic3d.com, or you can go to my Twitter with them, which is Sean IC3D, and hit me up on there.
All right. And I am Kuntry 3D, Walter. And you can find me everywhere at Kuntry 3D, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. It's all the same. And if I'm not there, I'm probably hiding in Chris Riley's basement. So anyway, thanks for everybody keeping up with my 2 weeks off. And starting tomorrow, we will start Country Time at its regularly scheduled time. We will do Monday, 6 to 8 Eastern, Tuesday, 6 to 8 Eastern. Try to have an interview on Wednesdays. If there's no interview, guys, I'm sorry. Some people just don't want to be on camera, and you know, some people don't want to do it last minute. So, and then Thursdays we will have the normal Get On Talk to Me show on Thursdays, Country Time. Saturday mornings, we'll do morning coffee. And then, of course, Sunday, we will be having fun in the Kuntry Basement. Next week, Glenn is hosting from Fun King. So if you're not subscribed to Chris Riley, Fun King 3D, Kuntry 3D, or Art Mods on YouTube, then go do that now.
Or Print and Play.
Or Print and Play. Oh, yeah, he left. Print and Play. So, anywho, y'all have a great time. And I'm going to say, y'all take care.
Good night, everybody. Love you.
Have a good night.